is written down, so we can talk about those and go through what to expect tonight. I am a little bit late, and apologies for that. I am in the process of still setting up the stream, but we are live. We are up and running for tonight's Dynamite. I have no idea why I've got last week's score at the bottom. Think what I'm doing is I'm just getting in my score for this week already, nice and early. And I don't know why I've got an Arsenal player in the background either. That is quite a surprise to me also. So I will be changing that over. Hello. Tonight we've got Pac versus Dax. We've got Tony Schiavone speaking to the Inner Circle. We've got Bryan Danielson taking on Rocky Romero. We've got Jungle Boy taking on Anthony Bowens. We've got Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty taking on Dante Martin and Leo Rush. So we've got all of that to look forward to tonight. There is a question that I want to ask people tonight, and I want to find out if people think if we're going to be seeing Bray or not. This is a big topic of conversation that I want us to explore, because I really don't know kind of if he's going to be there or not. I don't quite know what to expect myself. So we're going to do a quick little poll, and we'll ask people if they think that Bray will be there at Full Gear, because of course this is the go-home show for Full Gear, so it is quite exciting. So I'm going to jump into the chat right now and type down, will Wyndham be at Full Gear? Will Wyndham be at Full Gear? Yes or no? So will Wyndham be at Full Gear? We get a vignette. So I'll put 3 options actually. So, yes, no, or we get a vignette. So, yes, no, or we get a vignette. Harley said, Days, I've been watching your streams for over a year, and I just want to tell you how much of a terrible experience I've had. The only reason I'm here is because of money. When is my next payment? Well, I did tell your mom that I would look after you. What with me being your father. I mean, we don't call it payment. We call it childcare. So you should get like it's been a year. It does it should be every 12 months actually. But I just want you to know I've been putting some aside for your college, and I will see you one day. So yeah, I feel like this is the right point to tell you that I am actually your father, and I'm looking forward to a great future together. So Harley, my boy, shout out to you. Boomers says Anthony Ogogo could be returning soon. See, Dave's saying stuff about you. I don't know what you mean, Austin. Daniel said, Days, have you seen all the Okada teasers today by Tony Khan? They've put a video on their Twitter about Okada, and Tony Khan just tweeted about Okada. I have not seen anything about Okada. Harley says, hey, I'm not a kid. Come on, Harley, come on, mate. Everyone, guys, put in the chat right now, how old do you think Harley is? I wasn't going to go down this road, but Harley wants to make it about himself. So just put a number in the chat how old you think Harley is. Just a number. Just so that Harley can get a read as to how old people... Because it's one of those, isn't it? We don't actually know how old people are. But just put a number down as to what you think, how old you think he is. Wrestling Days says 11. So that's how old Wrestling Days. 13, 10... 7, 6. J14 says between 11 and 13. Max says 45. That's older than I thought. 5 says Austin. 9 says Kenny. 15 says Brad. 213 says Chris. Taboy said, honestly, about 14, but maybe below. Yeah, I was thinking that. J14 said 12, but actually X5. Jennifer says 17. You think 17? That's older than I thought. No way do I think Harley's done GCSEs yet. I don't even know if he's hit puberty yet, to be honest. I don't know. But Gunslinger says 13. Bonkers says 23. Brandon reckons 24. Considering he argues with everyone, I say about 5. David reckons 35, though. Miss Can1 says baby oil. I don't know what to make of that. Rice says 13.5. Exorcist Leo says 69. Brandon says 11. Vince McJoke says 32. Boy says maybe 15. Maybe. Edward says 12. Trey says 3. Yeah, quite young. Phenomenal, says Harley. Well, it's just an insight. Harley, can you tell us your actual age? Not that anyone will believe you, but how old do you want us to how old do you want us to think you are? Give us that information. I would be pleased. I'd be very interested to know how old you want us to think you are. I don't think he can go to an R-rated movie. I don't think he could go to a PG movie. Harley said, add up all these numbers. That's my next payment. Wow, childcare is a lot. Yes, you are absolutely right. Taboy says, guess how old I am? I think you're quite mature, Taboy, so I would say about 21. Exorcist Leo says, I'm probably youngest here. I'm 12. No, I reckon you pip Harley, bud. I reckon you pip Harley. Hasib said, Days, how's the cricket? Sorry I couldn't join. I was watching with my dad. Heartbreaking. That's how the cricket was. England ended up losing. It was quite tense with, few overs to go. It looked like they might do it, and then they just had an absolute disaster. And they ended up getting smashed for 6s. And yeah, I mean, the thing was, New Zealand were with England pretty much all throughout, and England were just like a few runs ahead. There was nothing in it. It could have gone either way, and New Zealand put their foot on the gas and got home. So sucks. Yeah, if you did miss what I said earlier, we've got Pac versus Dax. We've got Tony Schiavone speaking to the Inner Circle. We've got Bryan Danielson taking on Rocky Romero. We've got Jungle Boy taking on Anthony Bowens. And then we've got Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty versus Dante Martin and Leo Rush. So we've got those coming up. But this is the go-home show. This is the go-home show for... this is the go-home show for Full Gear. I was just reading Harley's response. I'm 20. I'm always younger than you, you old boomer. Now everyone is going to start asking Days how old they are, says Austin. Burn It Down said the cricket stream was awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. England lost. They were winning when I stopped. I know, Rye. I know. Let's not talk about it. You want more cricket? Well, we're doing it tomorrow. We're doing cricket tomorrow and the final on Sunday. Rocky Romero is in a faction in New Japan called Chaos. Okada is also in that faction. People think that Rocky versus Bryan tonight is going to set up Okada versus Bryan. Bryan as Okada is in the States. Listen, if Okada walks out tonight, that will be huge. If Okada comes into AEW, that will be huge, because some of the most biggest important matches in our generation, in this era, I say our generation, maybe not Harley's. When he gets a bit older, then it'll be his generation. But some of the most important matches in our generation are those Okada Omega matches. And yeah, for him to come in, I'd love to see a face-to-face with Okada and Omega, but a match between Okada and Daniel Bryan. You've got to know that Daniel Bryan wants that match. He definitely wants that match. He definitely wants to face Okada. I would imagine that he's got a wish list. I know one of the names on his wish list is Zack Sabre Jr. Like, Daniel Bryan, I think, would love to just go and do something with New Japan. He might not have to, because obviously AEW have got a relationship with New Japan, so he might not have to. Like, they might come to him, but yeah, man, I'd love that. That would be amazing. If that is how it's going to go down, then that would be amazing. Days, are you okay now? I heard the dynamite of your heart explode by Exy and Quinn. And as a result, you're intentionally rated less an amazing episode of NXT 2.0. First of all, I did not think it was an amazing episode of NXT 2.0. But I ain't got a problem with Exy and Quinn. Listen, if you're talking about him and Elektra Lopez, I dumped her earlier in the day. Pictures were circulating of her getting married. So I don't have an issue with Exy and Quinn. He's just getting my leftovers, do you know what I mean? That's what it is. He's just with my... There's a term I can use, and I don't want to be using it, so I'm not going to use it. But he's just getting... We'll stick with leftovers. And I'm not bothered by it. You know what I mean? I wish him all the best. I hope they're happy together. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm not bothered. It's pronounced Exy and Quinn. That's what I'm saying. Days, have you got any Okada dream matches? Loads. Well, Okada, Daniel, Bryan, definitely. I suppose Okada and Seth Rollins would be fun as well. Okada and... Well, I suppose Okada AJ in WWE on like a WrestleMania. That would be awesome. But Okada versus Johnny Gargano, that would be right up there. But honestly, I think Daniel Bryan, a.k.a. Bryan Danielson, might be top of my wish list. So... even though I'm 12, I love the Exorcist films. Indeed. Days, I'm not going to lie. The web stream was very hard to get through. I'm going to get some help as I've got some bad mental health now. I think it is difficult to watch your parents when they're at work. So I should imagine like there was just a lot of pride as you was watching me. Just going through that episode, a lot of confusion. Obviously, you've been brought up to believe other people are your parents, but everyone knows that, you know, I got jiggy with your mom 11 years ago. And from that, you know, what I like to call my little bundle of joy, a.k.a. Harley, came along. And I can understand that being a challenge. But I just want you to know that it's going to get easier. I want you to know that I'm here for you. I'm going to support you. And, you know, when you go to university and you graduate and all of that, because you will, I'm going to be there. And I think that picture is the picture everyone wants to see. They want to see me with Harley having graduated, Harley throwing his hat in the air. It's going to be an emotional time. Days, it's been 4 months. How are you? I am good, thank you. Big fish, little fish. Shout out to you, my friend. Rice said, is Dave going to be on the web soon? Yeah, there's 2 episodes next week. 2 episodes. So I'm doing one with Dave, and I'm going to do one with Triple T. Heather said, oh, no, wait, Okada can't show up Saturday because he's wrestling in L.A. at Battle in the Valley. What about next Wednesday? What about tonight? What if he shows up tonight? I don't know what will happen then. Days, did you see the rumblings? All of a sudden, Man U might activate a release clause of Brendan Rodgers. I have not seen that news. I did see that Brendan Rodgers was favourite. Brendan Rodgers, do I mind Brendan Rodgers? He hasn't won anything. Am I right in saying he never won the Premier League? He's never won anything in Europe. I understand that we were in the same situation with Ollie, but, you know, I mean, clearly that has not gone the way that United fans were hoping. So when you've got people like Ten Hag that you could go and get, like master tacticians that are doing it in Europe, like, I don't know, man. Look at where Leicester are in the league at the moment. Like, I don't know that Brendan Rodgers is it for me. I don't mind him, but I'll support him. But I don't know. Not crazy about it. Everyone, here's a friendly reminder. Wrestling is very stupid and it shouldn't be taken seriously. Anyway, can't wait to cry at Full Gear, says Minty Ice. Edward said, guess how old I am. You've told us before, dude. You're... I think I'm right in saying 15. 15. I think you've got your GCSEs next year. So, shout out to you, Edward. Rai said, I'm off to Hawaii in a 4 days for a week. Have fun. Davey, do you wrestle for Beyond Wrestling? Just a question. Davey, just a quick question. Are you a guy or a girl? I know it sounds weird, but I'm just asking. Are you a guy or a girl, Davey? Because I'm going to say guy. He says, I'm going to say he, I don't see Bray come in or anything tonight. I think if he makes any kind of tease, it'll be on Saturday. Retribution said, Brendan Rodgers is a bottle job. You can have him. I don't want him. Brendan Rodgers only lost the Premier League because of a Gerrard slip. Yeah, but he didn't win it, did he? Brendan Rodgers won the FA Cup, but as a Leicester fan, Man United can keep their hands off him, says David. Ben said, Days, John Moxley played his part in the movie Cage Fighter back in 2019 while still competing full-time with AEW. So it is possible that they can do both. That's true. That is true. When I saw Okada trending on Twitter, someone used a reaction of yours for the news of him potentially turning up. That's cool. Is it one of me going like that? That's cool. I like the fact that people are using that now. And in a way that doesn't represent cringe. So, you know what I mean? No complaints. Zero complaints from me. If ever I saw it, I'd be like, that's cool. Cool GIF, man. Cool GIF. Whoa, stop assuming gender. Davey said, I am a guy, and I wrestle for Extreme Midgets. Well, this has taken us down a road I wasn't expecting. I am a guy, and I wrestle for Extreme Midget Wrestling as the Freak Davey is my grandfather name from Australia. What the flip? I wrestle for Extreme Midget Wrestling as the Freak Davey. Did anyone expect to go down this road? Did anyone expect to go down this road? Anyone? Like, I don't know that that's true. I wrestle as Extreme Reg as the Freak Davey. As the Freak Davey. Or just the Freak. Davey is my grandfather's name from Australia. Davey, shout out to you. The only reason I point it out is because we literally just had a big conversation about the name Davey. And I was being told that there are female Davies, and I have never encountered one. So that's where that conversation. So it was nothing personal to you. I've just never encountered a female Davey. So I just wanted to. I just saw a Davey, and I was like, oh, let's just do a little bit of experimenting. Let's do a little bit of market research. So shout out to you, dude. Although your answer has still blown my mind. Febin said, did you see the new rumour that Pogba wants to renew with Manchester United, but only if he's paid above Ronaldo? Thoughts? Bye. And then that's my thoughts. Bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Inconsistent Muppet. Honestly, he is a great player, but we can easily get someone that delivers just as much on a more regular basis. That ain't going to cost the earth. He's been a problem all along. I think that, you always hear about him being unhappy and he's not sure about re-signing. He ended up leaving the club for free. We re-signed him for like 80-odd million. Now it looks like he's going to go for free again. Like, nah, this guy's a prima donna. I'm not a fan of Pogba's. Paul Scholes said the other day about him. It's like the thing with Pogba is he needs someone to be by his side telling him off all the time. Like, Pogba, left to his own devices, is useless. But he needs someone, like, guiding him, talking to him, tutoring him, monitoring him. And if you've got that, you've got a great player, one of the world's greatest players. But to get the best out of him, you need someone on him 24/7. Paul Scholes said he'll still be doing silly stuff and making silly decisions when he's 35. Like, that's just who he is. And Scholes was like, you've just got to have someone with him all the time. I mean, you've got to babysit him, so nah. I'm not a Pogba fan, to be honest. I think you've got people out there that you can go and get that will do. I mean, look at Basuma. Look at Neves. Look at Rodri. Look at some of these players that are out there that you could go and get that will be more consistent, deliver a higher level on a more regular basis, fine, go. See you later. Will you do a Pogba-ish hairstyle someday? Definitely not. Taboy said, I love soccer, man. Whom is your favourite? I like Patrick Mahomes. You. My favourite soccer player is Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Days, you don't even know your name. Rather be a kid than an old boomer. Wonder how many times you've fallen down the stairs. I've fallen downstairs. If you have stairs, do have stairs. Anyway, you might be living in a flat. Don't live in a flat. Used to live in a flat. Where old people live. Cringe. I did used to live in a flat. I don't know that old people live there. I think you're thinking of a retirement home. I've never lived in a retirement home. Not yet, anyway. And when I do, I expect you to look after me. What with me being your father. Days, check me out on Extreme Midget Wrestling as the Freak. I wrestle in a clown mask with dreads. Okay, Davey, I'm actually going to do that right now. Hang on, give me a second. What is it? Extreme Midget Wrestling? Extreme. Is that still allowed? I didn't think that was like what you was allowed to say anymore. Oh, no, it is a thing. Extreme Midget Wrestling. Extreme Midget. Oh, God, yeah, this is. Like, there's a website and everything. Book show. Get tickets. Hang on. Anna Heel Doors. Days, you need to. Extreme. What do you think I'm doing? It is an actual thing. My mind is blown. Dude, I'm doing it. Look. Boom. That's not what I wanted, though. That's a little side one. I don't know why that exists. What I want is here. Okay. What the hell is going on? What is this? Who's that one? Who's Chicken Man? Is that Chicken Man? Let's go. The baddest little show on earth. Oh my God. This is gold. This is brilliant. Look at this. Where are they? Look at this. This is like proper pro wrestling, man. Actual gimmicks and characters. Look, we've got the Reggae Man. We've got Bob Midget. We've got Cowboy Midget. Lucha Midget. I don't know what that one is in the middle. Which one did you say you was? With dreads. I don't think... Oh, hang on. Are you Bob Midget? No, that's not the Freak. That's like Bob Marley, isn't it? It's like reggae. There's a referee. Who's the Axe Man? Look at the one with the axe. It looks like, imagine if they did something with Rowan when he was in the Wyatt family and they booked that guy. That would be funny. The #1 entertainment show across America. Look at these reviews. Best show I have ever seen. I have always been an avid WWE fan. So when I heard Extreme Midget Wrestling was coming to town, I had to go. Listen, these little guys bring just as much action as the big guys do. These guys are incredible. I know one wrestler was no more than 3 feet tall and backflipped off an 8-foot ladder and toppled onto 3 of the other midget wrestlers. Just amazing. 5 stars from Frank Roberts, Dallas, Texas. Let's have a look at the wrestlers. The baddest little show. Oh, here we go. Steve-O. Rastaroo. Oh, my God. There's that Boombox. I'm a stand for Boombox. I'm a Boombox stan. Boombox. Pinky. And the Brain. Oh, my God. She used to have a tag partner called the Brain. Steve-O. I wonder why they call him Steve. Is it because he looks a little bit like the Jackass guy? Rastaroo. He should be called Bob Midget. Come on. Outlaw. We've got Octagoncito. Octagoncito. That's a good name. Mini Fusion. Mini Durango Kid. Lumberjack. Oh, Little Pecker. Little Pecker and Little Dick. Oh, dream match. Dream match. Oh, my God. It's like the lost love child of the Red Rooster and the lost love child of your dog. Little Pecker versus Little D. Oh, my God. Oh, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying this. The Axeman is Lumberjack. Doesn't like. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. I broke it. My joy of this is broken. What we've got, there we go. So Little Pecker, Little D. Brilliant. Why have I got this little text box? Is my audio struggling? Seems to be struggling a little bit. All right, God, I know that you're doing this. How do I get that box to... Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. What else we got? Mike Hawk, rest in peace, and Rampage. Hang on, which one? Where's the Freak? Where's the Freak? I thought we had the Freak. Oh, where's the Freak? Why are you not on the wrestlers page? Davey. Where are you, Davey? Davey, please tell me. Oh, hang on, what's that mean, rest in peace? Rampage and Mike Hawk, have they passed away? Is that what, like, rest in peace means? Is that like the alumni section or something? I don't know what that means. I'm getting that vibe. Tour dates, show infos, media, T-shirts, bookings, tour dates. Come on. They've given us entertainment. Let's advertise their tour. Here you go. Extreme Dwarfinators Wrestling. They are going to be tonight, EDW live in Clifton, Arizona. Then tomorrow they're live in Farmington, North Mexico. I don't know what that is. NNM. Clovis, Albuquerque, Texas. They'll be in an area near you. Waterloo. Look at this. They do a lot of shows. Don't they? They get around. Broken Arrow. You can go and see them. You can go and see little old D. There we go. Vape Ross Vape said, my mum wrestled for EMW. She quit because the promoter was always short. Little Pecker was named after me. That's good, that is. That's good. Hasbula versus Little Pecker is my dream match. Dream match. The Freak will be on the update list next week, says Davey. Davey said, yeah, they did pass away this year. Oh, sorry about that. That's a shame. The Freak. You need to get the Freak on there, dudes. What does Pinky do? I mean, it seems like she's the only woman. Does Pinky like to grapple with Little D? Does Pinky like to get her hands around Little Pecker? My God, this is just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? I know it's childish, but I am a child, so get over it, yeah? You're allowed to have fun with that. That's what Little Pecker said. Taboy said, the soccer where you kick the ball in the goal and say, goal, who is your favourite? I like Patrick Mahomes. I like William the Refrigerator Perry. I thought he was very good at getting the thing in the goal where you say goal. Are you going to attend an EMW event if they come to town? Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to come to the UK. Davey said, you've got all of us excited. We're all huge Wrestling Days fans. Well, a big shout out to the EMW. A lot of people ask me if I am an AEW fan or a WWE fan. From now on, I want it to be known that I am all about EMW. EMW is the real promotion. It's the real promotion that's putting on real wrestling right now. So shout out to everyone at the EMW. Davey said, we go live in 7 minutes. Pinky wrestles Little D. It's her husband. Wow. I'm not surprised, Davey, let me tell you. I'm not surprised. I think I could have guessed them two would have got together. It was just written in the stars. Have you got your Mr. Bean plushie somewhere? It'll be around there. Primo said, Days, even if Tony Khan lets some wrestlers' contracts expire, they still have a roster that is 80% great performers with even more coming in. Do you think we will see Danhausen soon? I don't think so, because he's injured, isn't he? He's broken his leg. So I don't believe so. But it would be good if so. He's very popular. His popularity has really grown, hasn't it? So, do you think Man U should replace Van de Beek? Is that what that's going to be? Van Bissaka? I wasn't expecting that. Van Bissaka with a more attacking right back? Yes, I do. I think if you are going to play 5 at the back, you've got to. I like Wan-Bissaka, but he's really off form at the moment. But then, changing the formation around as much as we've done, has probably not helped. We've not had a settled back 4. Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, Shaw, with David De Gea in goal. You would hope that would be good enough. But I do really worry about our defensive coaching as well. I don't know who our defensive coach is. But I think that is something that Ollie needs to desperately look at. James Chadwick said, I love that Danhausen. Justin said, do you watch The Chucky Show? Do I watch The Chucky Show? I do not, because it has not started in the UK yet. Davey said, EMWF, remember that. And thank you, bro. It seriously is awesome. You have all of us excited. Favorite podcast on, and we are planning to come to the UK soon. That's cool. That's cool. I would go. I would go to an EMWF show, definitely. So, shout out to all of you. I hope you have a great show this evening. Pass my love to Pinky and little D as well. Very cool. Very cool. All of this, see, isn't it great, isn't it? Isn't it great? All we did was just ask Davey a question, and then we go off into this wonderful world. Love this community. I love this community. And I love Extreme Midget Wrestling Federation. Days, apparently Jorge and Leon Edwards is off because Masvidal is injured. Can you double check? Because I would be gutted if so. I can have a look. Jorge Leon Edwards. Jorge Leon Edwards news. Oh, I've messed that right up. Edwards, UFC. Masvidal injured. Fight with Edwards off. And that was 3 hours ago. Yeah. Jorge Masvidal withdraws from the Leon Edwards fight. That is gutting. That is very disappointing. That was a match I was really looking forward to. Leon Edwards Masvidal is off, and it has been confirmed, says Daniel. Hadn't heard that. What is your favorite EMW superstar? It's got to be the one that introduced us to that world. It's got to be the Freak. And then it's got to be the Freak. The Freak's my favorite. I love the Freak. I haven't seen him yet. Then you need to tell them, get that flipping updated. That's what you need to do. Get on there so that we can show your image on screen. Have they got, actually, do you know what? I'm going to go further. Is there a YouTube channel? Is there a YouTube channel for Extreme Midget Wrestling? If not, why not? That would be my question. Extreme Midget. I didn't expect to search this on YouTube, let me tell you. There is Extreme Midget Wrestling. Oh my God. There's an hour-long show from 4 months ago. Yeah, there is. Extreme Midget Wrestling. Guys, I would show you it, but I would end up getting copyright striked. And, I mean, look, if you're going to get copyright striked, why not get copyright striked for Extreme Midget Wrestling? But look at that. I would probably click on that one. I know the one above looks quite funny. It's a good thumbnail. But I know the one below is one that we're interested in. I know their names as well. Look, that's Pinky. That's Boombox. Lumberjack. And Little D. Little D, that's the name of them. Oh, my God. How good is that? So, that was uploaded 4 months ago. I think it's from, I don't know what year, 2019 by the looks of the date. 21st of June, 2019. So, there you go, guys. You can enjoy some Extreme Midget Wrestling this evening. Check them out. Check them out. Vape Boss Vape said, my wife is going to work for EMW. She knows Little D. I have heard that about your wife, yeah. I have heard. Jonathan Farthing, shout out to you, dude. He's got a hippo twirling around on a gaming chair, which is pretty fun. Hang on, what are you saying? Hang on, what's that mean, Jonathan? What's this mean? What does this mean? Is this some kind of subliminal message that I'm basically just a hippo twirling around on a gaming chair? Oh. I hope not. I won't take it personally, but I'm watching you, Jonathan. I'm watching you. Days, did you see the AstroWorld incident? I did not see the AstroWorld incident, but I have heard of it. So I might have heard of it, but the only thing I remember is AstroWorld. I don't mean to brag, but I've got Little D, says Seth. Really? I've got Little Pecker. TD said, Days, what are your thoughts on Paddy the Baddy saying he doesn't support the England national team because England doesn't like Scousers? I think he's an idiot. I think he's an idiot because, I mean, he's just an idiot. I mean, the Scousers that have Gerrard has represented England, and Trent Alexander-Arnold's been called up for England. Jamie Carragher's represented England. Like, yeah, he's an idiot. So, no, I think that's a stupid thing to say. But if that's how he feels, I mean, he's in Liverpool. So they do say, actually, that Liverpool does feel a bit of a disconnect with England. They do say that. So perhaps there's some history there that I'm not aware of. Perhaps there's been a few times where England players have, like, Liverpool players have been snubbed and people think it's to do with the fact they're from Liverpool. I don't know. I think it's a load of rubbish, personally. If EMW comes to England, I'm going to buy me and you a ticket. Listen, if EMW comes to England, I will be at that show. What about the Freak? That's my favourite. I love the Freak. The Freak is my favourite. I don't have one of those, though. 8 people died at an AstroWorld concert, says Seth. I don't know what that is. Is that a band? I mean, that's awful news. I haven't heard much about it. I've heard of AstroWorld. It sounds like a fair, doesn't it? It sounds like a theme park of some sort. Days, come on. Don't ask that. Quit. Bray is done with wrestling, says Johnny. Well, Johnny, if that's how you feel, just vote no then. Vote no, Johnny. You can still have your voice heard. EMW is better than Raw, says Vape Ross Vape. Dude, that's true. Days, it happened recently. Some people that came for a Travis Scott concert, in all the craze amongst the crowd, died. An investigation is going on. It was a Travis Scott concert. AstroWorld was a Travis Scott festival in Houston, Texas. Okay. I've honestly not heard much about it. I've heard about AstroWorld, so the incident must have reached us over here. But awful news. Davey said, it's all good, bro. Seriously, when we do come to the UK days, it's free. We've got to have you interview us for the show. Look at that. I can do interviews with Extreme Midget Wrestling. Amazing. Dude, you need to come over. You need to come over. You're over with this community. That would be awesome. So, yeah. That would be cool, man. I would definitely go. I would definitely go. It would be. I could see that being a lot of fun. Do you know? It'd be really interesting as well. Like, it'd be a lot of fun, but also like, where is midget wrestling? And I don't, apologies if that comes across as offensive. I'm obviously not trying to be offensive, but that's what their promotion is called. So I don't know how I'm meant to refer to it. So I don't know if I refer to, say, it like little people wrestling or midget wrestling. You understand what I'm saying. So I don't mean this as any disrespect. But where is it in 2021? Because back in the day, they used to be quite active in WWF. If you think about like WrestleMania 3, was it Lord Beaverbrook? Was like competing with a few others against King Kong Bundy. So like we were seeing like midget little people wrestling then. Obviously we had Dink. Hornswoggle will get a mention as well, of course. But like Dink was very famous. My brother loved Dink. He honestly thought it was just the best thing in the world. Doink and my brother didn't watch wrestling, but when he was young, he would see Doink and Dink and just think it was the greatest thing in the world. He absolutely loved it. I did as well. They've never made a Dink, Mattel. Mattel should definitely make a Dink figure. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a shame that they don't really get, like, used on TV anymore. There just doesn't seem to be much of a place for it now. We hate the little people word, so you can call us midget wrestlers. We love that. Okay. That's interesting. I don't actually know how, like, what the correct thing is to say. It's difficult, isn't it? Because I think midget was a word that was used, and it was not a derogatory term at all. It was just what you said back in the day. And then, like, as times have changed and things have moved on, it's kind of, I think, become a derogatory term maybe, or seen by some as a derogatory term. And as a result, now you obviously want to be respectful. You don't want to say the wrong thing. But I think it's all right if you don't know. There's a really good advert on TV over here at the moment. Marcus Rashford's doing an advert for Google. And he's saying, like, he shows a load of people, like, going up to different groups and using, like, the wrong kind of terminology. And, Rashford on TV is like, it's all right if you don't know the right things to say sometimes. And, like, you can see the person, like, Googling, like, what is the right thing to say? And it's like one of those kind of adverts, where it's a good little advert for Google, like, what is the right thing to say? But I thought it was a really good message as well. I really like the advert. I know it sounds a bit preachy, but I do like the message. I think for kids, it's a good message. It's all right to not quite know what the right thing to say. As long as you're coming from a good place, as long as what you're saying it's coming from a positive place and you're not trying to offend anyone, it's all right if you don't quite know the right terminology. So, it just reminded me of that. 2021 got soft. That's what it is, says Davey. I can't believe that we're going so in-depth about EMW. I can't believe that we didn't go in-depth about it in the past. I can't believe it's taken us this long. So, I feel ashamed. Who else remembers the amazing WLC match? It was brilliant, wasn't it? It was so good that Mattel actually released a battle pack of course. We had Hornswoggle and El Torito. So you could actually get a pack that had Hornswoggle, El Torito, a little ladder, and a little table. I think there might have been a little chair in there as well. It's a brilliant pack. It's a brilliant battle pack. I'm gonna find it. Hornswoggle battle pack. Ooh. Let's have a look. This is the Go Home show, by the way. This is the Go Home show for Full Gear. I know we're not talking much about Full Gear, but, well, let's click on this. And boom. Boom. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. This is the pack. This is a really cool pack. It's a really cool pack. It's kind of unusual to get both wrestlers and a load of accessories in the same set. but they did it for this one. There we go. So you get Hornswoggle. I think this is when he was in like 3MB. You get El Torito. That's when he was in, obviously, Los Matadores. You get, I don't think you get a ladder, actually, but you get a little chair. And that is, like, the smallest chair they've ever made. Like, it's perfect for this match. And I think that's the smallest table they ever made as well. There's, like, a little breakable table that you can get as well. But that match, I think I'm right in saying, was, like, I don't think it was at TLC. It might have been Extreme Rules. And it was on a pre-show. It's like a pre-show match. They did Hornswoggle versus El Torito, and they called it the WeLC match. And it was just, you know, a bit of fun. But the match itself was really good. It was really good, and everyone was, like, buzzing about it and singing its praises. And, yeah, they ended up doing, like, that little pack of it, which is really cool. All the guys in EMW have got a short temper. Put red hair on that Hornswoggle figure, and it's Chucky. EMW was at Virginia Beach in May 2000. Look at this. It's all about EMW right now. EMWF, I think. Wouldn't Rampage be the go-home show for Full Gear? I think this is like the go-home Dynamite. So, you know, like how we have go-home Raws and go-home SmackDowns. This is like the go-home. I suppose you are right. This isn't the go-home final AEW, but it's the final Dynamite. What does go home mean? Go home is like time to wrap it up. Time to wrap up all the build. So, you know, if you think about, if you're at a party and it's time to wrap it up, it's time to go home. If you're done with the build to a pay-per-view and the only thing left is your pay-per-view weekend and there's nothing left to build, all you got to do is put the final touches on things. That's why it's called a go home. It's time to go home, and home being the pay-per-view. So that's where I don't know where it actually started, but that's how it connects. Can Ring of Honor wrestlers do indies before the final battle? Can they do indies before the final battle? I'm not too sure. I think so. I'm sure a couple of Ring of Honor wrestlers have signed up for some other things. So I believe, before though, I'm not so sure. I've seen all of them saying, if you want to book me, here's my, no podcasts. Bookings only, please. They must get so many podcast requests. So many. That's the only problem when you've got a podcast. There's a million other podcasts that are trying to get wrestlers anyway. I do want to get Little Mean Kathleen on. Maybe we could get the Extreme Midget Wrestlers on one week on the Escape Pod. That would be cool. Remember when Big Cass beat up little Daniel Bryan, says Brad. Daniel said, I'm from Liverpool, and the term is Scouse, not English, as we feel the rest of the UK badmouth and don't accept us as part of the country due to stereotypes. Can I just tell you? I think that's a load of rubbish. I'm sure it exists in Liverpool, yeah? I'm sure it's a thing, but I have never, or any of my friends, or anyone that I know, have ever treated, like, Liverpool different to anywhere else in the UK. Like, I don't see that. I really don't. I don't get that at all. So it seems like Liverpool has got this kind of, like, we look after ourselves kind of mentality. I don't know. I find that a bit disappointing, to be honest. Hopefully that can change. Sam said, fun fact, Google says, I can't remember who said that, but thank you for letting me know. I think it was Daniel. I'm not having a pop at you. I'm just saying that as someone that's not from Liverpool, I've never felt that way about Liverpool. I don't know anyone else that's ever felt that way about Liverpool. I've never had any conversations with anyone like that about Liverpool, so I think that's a real shame. I think the England team should definitely bring everyone together, even non-England fans. Daniel said, I personally don't follow that term. It's just a lot of people do. You're a good guy, Daniel. I appreciate the info. Boy said, crazy to think this is the last Dynamite we will see Omega as champion. Yeah. Bryan said, tonight, do I watch Dynamite or the Country Music Awards? Wow, it's a big one, dude. It's a big one. I don't know. Do you want to watch Dynamite or listen about how someone's sister left them for another fella? I don't know. My sister left me. She's gone back to him. He said he'll treat her right, but I always made her breakfast every Tuesday morning. And now I'm on my own. It's cold at night. It's cold at night. It's cold at night. Now I'm on my own. It's cold at night. It's cold at night. It's cold at night. It's cold at night. Now I'm on my own. It's cold at night. Bring it home, but up to you, bud. I'd probably watch Dynamite, to be honest. Defcon Prime Eric DeRigi said, Days, my son Jack saved up $5 to ask you a question. Ah! Dude, you don't need to do that. Tell your son, save his money, yeah? And just drop it in the chat and I'll try and read it out anyway. But it's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. So shout out to Defcom Prime Eric DeRigi, who says, Days, my son Jack saved up $5 to ask you a question. He wants to know, what was your first wrestling figure ever? Thanks, Days. I don't know your name, mystery son, but shout out to you. Right? I am going to try. I'm going to find what I think is my first figure. I'm going to actually... I'll show it you. I think it was the first one. I think it's this one. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, there. That he did come with a coat, and I don't have the coat anymore. But that is a Undertaker Hasbro, and it is from, God, it's probably about 91. It's from 91. I wouldn't have got it in 91. I would have got it a little bit later. Probably 92. But I've got a feeling that Undertaker would have been amongst my first. I was obviously really into him as a kid. And, yeah, that's the old grey Hasbro Undertaker. So I reckon it's probably that. If you want to talk about first Mattel figure, then I think it would be... Dynamite's coming on. I think it would be the Page figure. There was a Page figure that came with 2 belts. So I think it would be that. Do you know what? His son has saved up to get an answer from me, and gosh darn it, I'm giving him an answer. I know that it's starting, but let me give this answer. Hang on. Page with 2 belts. So my very first Mattel figure was this one, and it's awesome as well because these belts are hard to get. Bryan Danielson's coming out. We will go to Dynamite, my friends. Don't you worry about it. That was my first Mattel figure. I got it because I wanted the champions. I wanted all the different belts. And so this one came with 2. So you got the old Divas belt. Yeah, that's what the old women's title used to look like. And you got the old NXT women's title. And you got a Paige figure as well. So Paige was actually my... she thinks I'm cute. Doesn't matter. But Paige was actually my first Mattel figure. But my very first figure was this Undertaker Hasbro. With punch in action. Kind of, you can punch or you can clothesline. So... I hope that answers your question, my friend. what was his name? Yowie Wowie, thanks. My dad was 12 in 91. AJ was my first figure. Jack! Shout out to you, Jack. Yowie Wowie. You're welcome, buddy. Your first one was AJ Styles. That's a good first figure, my friend. That is a good first figure. Everyone's got to have an AJ. Right, Rocky Romero is making his way down. Rocky Romero versus Bryan Danielson. Here we go. Yeah, so Jack, shout out to you, dude. Shout out to you. I got that figure. It's lovely. Oh, it's lovely. The Forbidden Door is wide open. I got the figure. No, she didn't say that. Did she watch one of my videos? Yes. Did she use the word cute? Yes. I mean, I don't know why we have to keep going over this. Just because you lot don't see how cute I am doesn't mean that Paige can't. Right? Let's move on. You're letting yourselves down. Jealousy is an ugly thing. I've got an AEW figure, but it's when he was in TNA. Okada was mentioned on commentary, says Daniel. That's breaking news. Dave, you got lots of energy tonight, says Adam. Dude, I'm feeling alive. Just had a pretty fun wrestling escape pod, which I enjoyed. So it was good to have Tommy back. Shoulder tackle by Bryan Danielson. Kicks coming in by Daniel Bryan. Leg drop. He's trying to pull back on the arm. Rocky Romero and gets over to the ropes and we get an old shimmy. Guess how old I am? I told you, about 15. My first figure was an 80s Sting and Johnny Be Good, said Daz. That's cool. That's really cool. An 80s Sting figure. Delwyn said, breaking news, Finn Balor is pulled from a house show due to injury precaution. Brony said she didn't call you cute. She thought the idea of people reacting to WWE was cute. She said, and I quote, "Oh, this is cute, not you're cute." Yes, she said, "Oh, this is cute," right? She doesn't... I'm sorry. She's watching a video of me, and she says, "Oh, this is cute." Yeah? Yeah? This? Oh, this is cute. I'm sorry, I don't know what you want me to say. It's right there. Paige said I was cute. She's not wrong. No one's going to be upset. No one. It doesn't matter. I haven't put it in my bio. You know, I could. I probably should. I haven't. Romero comes crashing down on Bryan Danielson. London Askew, Hit Row member, said, "Can you check Twitter?" I will do that for you. Chop coming in by Rocky Road. Rocky Road. London Askew. What have you got? How have you managed to get Hit Row? London Askew's got figures of Hit Row already by the looks of it. How did you do that? Cap cut. What the hell is cap cut? Hero. The only downside is they're not being cringe enough. That's the only downside. I mean, they're all just kind of sitting there looking a little bit cool. Can I just say that's actually really... Did you do that? I don't know how you did that. I'll retweet it. Did you steal that from somewhere? Did you? Right, Bryan Danielson pulling back on the arms of Rocky Road. Rocky in the air. I've seen Rocky live. He's an underrated junior heavyweight. A lot of people saying a lot of other people are cute. That's nice. Paige said it to me. There's some potentially big stuff going on tonight, and you're not chatting about it. What do you want me to chat about? Chatting about Rocky and Bryan Danielson. Okada might be on the show. We'll deal with it if it happens. Knee to the body by Bryan Danielson. Back elbow by Rocky. Nice DDT. You need to play The Walking Dead Telltale. It's the best video game of all time. I played it once every year. Big Money Matt at ringside. Are you drunk? Am I drunk? On life. And bananas. Am I cute? No. The other person you retweeted, I always see that guy posting GIFs and video clips of you. What a guy. What a legend. What a good guy. Kick coming in by Rocky. Is Orange Cassidy getting the beat out of him by Miro again here? It would make sense to have him come out at some point. Maybe. Well, at the moment is on the outside, face to face with Rocky. Rocky launching himself off the steps, head scissor takedown. Throws Bryan Danielson back into the ring. Nice. Running sliced bread. And kick out by Bryan Danielson. We've got some chaos signs in the crowd. We are talking about important stuff. Extreme midget wrestling and the fact that Paige called Days cute. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. It was only once. I don't like to make a big deal of it. You don't even hear me mention it. It's only when it gets brought up in, passing. It's just one of them. Nice German kick out. Not too often you get a dream match to start off a go-home show. Lol. I made hit row myself. You did really well, London Askew. If that really is you, you've done really well. Kicks coming in by Bryan Danielson. He's got Rocky back in the corner and a chop coming in. The crowd doesn't really care about Rocky, says Minty Ice. I just think, if I'm being completely honest, I just think they could have built this better. I mean, it kind of came out of nowhere. It's not as if, like, Bryan has been calling out Rocky and he's been waiting for him to answer, and we finally get this dream match that we know that Bryan Danielson wants. I just think the build could have been a bit better for this, because it's just come out of nowhere. But it is a great match. Picks up Rocky and single arm powerbomb. Matt Hardy watching on. Hammer Studios, shout out to you. She said your reaction was cute, not you. I believe her exact words were, this is cute, whilst looking at me. So you might have interpreted it as my reaction. I believe she was talking about me. Oh, this is cute. This guy is cute. Look at this guy. He's cute. Okay, she forgot the word guy. We know what she meant. We know what she meant. Strikes coming in. Uppercut by Bryan Danielson. Low kick coming in by Bryan Danielson. A couple of uppercuts coming in as well. Nice. Armbar. Looking for an armbar. Bryan Danielson holding on to his hands. Clasping his hands so that the armbar wouldn't be given away. Calf crusher. Nice. He's trying to get the arm. Rocky Romero. Nice. Ankle lock by Bryan Danielson. Rocky Romero. He does have the arm, but Bryan Danielson rolls up Rocky Romero. 2 count. Kick comes in by Bryan Danielson. Did you know Grimm's ex-wife got mad at him for hugging Bayley? I did not know that. He hugged Bayley. Brock said, got my WrestleMania tickets for both nights. Pre-sale code if anyone needs this. Party! I was at the AT&T Stadium and they're on sale before they hit the public. Well done, dude. Congratulations. Have fun. Have a great time. There we go, guys. Pre-sale code, if you wanted it, is party. Well, just normal party, actually, but that's good information. Look at that. Breaking news, that is. That's just for you lot right now. If you want it. Don't say where you got it from. Yeah, that's our secret, Brock. Right, Bryan Danielson wins. That is what Miro has got to look out for. This Saturday, Miro versus Bryan Danielson. All right, Bryan Danielson gets his hand raised. I wonder if there could be a little video interruption during Full Gear. Do you reckon they'll get Okada to do a video? Maybe. Kenny said great match. Brony said good match. Johnny said Grimm did not hug Bayley. Bayley hugged him. Tonight we've got... What we got? Britt Baker. Oh, what's happening? Jungle Boy versus Anthony Bowens. Wardlow against Wheeler Yuta. Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty versus Dante Martin and Leo Rush. Up next, Inner Circle. See what the Inner Circle have got to say. See what the Inner Circle have got to say. Inner Circle. Oh, this reaction is cute is what she meant. No, you don't know that. You don't know that, Corey. You might want to believe that because it scares you that she is going to want to marry me and take me away from YouTube. Yeah, I know that scares you, but I will not leave you guys. If that's what's going to happen, I would say to her, Paige, yes, I'm a cutie pie, and I certainly do scrub up better than what I look like right now, and I'm pleased that you can see that, but I am not changing myself for you, and I am not leaving this community for you. Yeah? Granted, if she does keep pushing it, I probably will leave the community, but hopefully that would be enough for her to go, I don't want you to leave YouTube. And if she said that, I'd be like, thank you for respecting my wishes. But if she said, no, you need to be all mine, I'd be like, well, I tried. I tried, guys. I tried. This is the end of the road. Wrestling Days is shutting down. I'm going off now to be some sort of manslave. So, Inner Circle, Town Hall, next. Rashawn said, Days, when did Paige say this? Because whenever you guys are talking about this, I'm lost. I don't keep track of it, to be honest, but it was definitely back in 2020, around March time. I think it was March 31st, but I don't like to keep going on about it. I genuinely, I don't know when she said it. I don't know when she said it. Edward, fun fact, BFAB replied to my DM. Yo, bro, please don't send me those pictures. Days, I tweeted you something. Zicky Dice has got something planned coming up. What is it? James Chadwick, you take the credit right now, live on stream. Tell us right now. Days, if I had to give up watching this for Paige, I would give up this for Paige. The heart wants what the heart wants, says John. John, I've always had a connection with you, bud. And I think that, you know, I understand why now. We're kindred spirits. We understand each other. Like, I would fight tooth and nail to stay with you. Like, I would be like, no, I need to stay on YouTube. But there has to come a point where you have to respect the person that you're with. And if she goes, no, you're leaving, what could I do? I'd have to be like, guys, that's it. End of the road. I've tried everything. Will Dante be sad tonight? Yes. Wow, Days checks Twitter for everyone else, but not James. Yeah, what, greedy Chadwick? Greedy Chadwick. Oh, fine, go on then. I'll have a look for him. I don't want him getting upset. I don't want to upset Greedy. Outlandish, Zicky Dice and Twitch are partnering up to give you a live stream professional wrestling spectacular that is anything like you have ever seen before. Welcome to Paradise. So, I still don't know what it is. Zicky Dice and Twitch are bringing you a live streaming professional wrestling spectacular. Paradise. Zicky Dice's Outlandish Paradise. Wonder what that means. He's partnering with... I've just said this, James. James, you've just told me to read it out, and I've read it out, and now you've put it in there. Oh, God, James, you're such an embarrassment. All you do is embarrass me, James. That's all you do. I swear you just live your life to embarrass me. Can you read it out? I've just read it out. Unbelievable, James. Welcome back. Fun fact, what Paige actually said was, he's cute. Here's the inner circle. Right, inner circle about to make their way down. Do you remember Bartow and Eichner were supposed to watch the Toxic Attraction match? Perhaps they did backstage. Oh, look, here is American Tops team. Here's the top team of America. They're beating up in a circle. Here's Dan Lambert. Where's Paige Van Zandt? I love skiing. Dos Santos. I know Junior Dos Santos and Arlovsky. I don't know who the other dude is. Some Bellator boomer. Brawl. Only took 30 minutes to get our first brawl. Brawl! Sonny, shout out to you. I remember the Slender Man, says Clay. There's something we don't normally see on AEW. Brawl! Heather said, go Ethan and Scorpio. What did he say, Heather? I never heard. What did he say when you told him? Oh, Ethan, I've got your shirt, Ethan. Ethan, I bought your shirt. Do you love me, Ethan? Do you love me? Say that you love me, Ethan. I've bought your shirt. I'm wearing it now, Ethan. Do you want me to send you a picture, Ethan? I've got it right now. I've bought another one in case this one gets lost. I love you, Ethan. Do you love me? Was it like that, Heather? Please respond. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. These UFC guys work punches and kicks. Sucks, says Charles. Does anyone in the chat know where I can watch Deadlock Wrestling? I heard they're going to have Rosemary. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Go Ethan and Sky. Ah, oh, you didn't answer my question. Is it because I made fun of it? It's probably that, isn't it? Did you see Rick Steiner was supposedly meant to show up at Halloween Havoc? I did not. I did not see that. I did not. I'm so out the loop. Dan Lambert is in the ring with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. He's got Jericho. He's going to powerbomb Jericho. Not brilliant. He kind of slipped a little bit, but the job got done. He put him through the table. Dan Lambert is super pleased with himself. Lambert's like me. I did this. I did this. Days, breaking news. I am watching WWE from 93, and I've got to say I'm getting into that era. You're going to get the whole thing. Sadly, I didn't get a reply. Talking more smack about me. Don't think I didn't know. Only jesting. Only jesting. I'm only being a little jester. I'm only being a little pranky prankster. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame you didn't get. So you mentioned you didn't get a reply. Got your t-shirt, Ethan. Ethan. Can you see me, Ethan? Ethan, I'm wearing it right now, Ethan. Ethan, I'm still here. Did you get my 20 DMs that I sent Ethan? Ethan, have you got like an address? I'll send you a picture of me wearing it, Ethan. It's all bants. I bet he doesn't acknowledge it. Acknowledge what? He's got a walls. He's got a walls on Jericho. He's put... the best collection of talent in all elite wrestling. Ramit said, Fiend, when arrived in AEW Wrestling draft, maybe Keith Lee, Mia Yim, CJ Perry, and Mickey James are going to be in AEW, says Ramit. Maybe. Maybe. Right, Dan Lambert. Right. Wow, I don't think we're going to hear from the Inner Circle. I think that is false advertising. Heather said, well, I still haven't watched the first half of The Web yet, but I will. Well, I got asked who is the biggest fan of AEW, and I was like, not that, mate. It's Heather. Tommy was like, I love AEW. He went to see it, and he's like, have we got AEW fans? I was like, have we got AEW fans? There's one young lady that will have nothing to do with WWE. I mean, which is fine, all things considered. I mean, it's perfectly understandable. And I would say that she is officially the biggest AEW fan I know. Now, I'm sorry if you think that that is a bad thing for me to have said. But I was putting you over. It's putting you over big time. Esterman said, if they pulled their punches any further, they'd have their hands in their pockets. Chronic Effects said, what do you call security guards working outside a Samsung shop? Guardians of the Galaxy. That's pretty good. I like that. That's good. Days, do you think Raw's horrible ratings proves that Bobby as champion was indeed some sort of draw? No. No, I do not. I think it's this time of year, which is always bad at this time of year. So, Days, stop lying. Shut up, Austin. Shut up. At least the chat defended me. I didn't actually see what the chat was saying, to be honest, but I would imagine that they were agreeing with what I was saying. And so I was like, the biggest fan. Joking aside, though, that is a shame that you didn't get a chance to speak to him. That is a shame. Because I know that you would like to have, got a reaction. Next week, next Wednesday, I'm sure you'll get a chance. Has anyone bought a wrestling shirt recently? The only reason I'm talk about this is because, don't look at me days, I saw the chats. Okay. Why is Days so hyper? Did he have mushrooms? No. Am I hyper today? Am I? I don't feel hyper, to be honest. In fact, I felt really tired after the cricket, so I ended up having a couple of hours sleep. So I suppose I'm relatively fresh from that. So maybe it's that. Maybe my secret isn't drugs. It's just some sleep. Guys, if you get sleep, it's like this mirror. No one talks about it, but it's this miracle cure to tiredness. If you want to feel more alert, get some sleep. Right, here comes Dr. Britt Baker. Here's Britt Baker. Jay said, I bought the AEW Street Fight. Did you? That's cool. That's very cool. Grant said, a couple of weeks ago, Evil Uno used a sock, and Scorpio just said he's broken in half. Do you think they might be teasing Mick Foley? Maybe. I mean, Foley seems to be a bit off with WWE at the moment. He seems frustrated with WWE. Would he go to the point where he goes to AEW? I don't know. He's really super loyal, isn't he? He's really super loyal to the McMahons. I don't know. He might do. Right, Jamie Hayter, Reba, Britt Baker. Britt Baker looks a little bit off at the moment. She didn't look happy with something there. She didn't come in and pose and all this. What is this match? I don't even know what this match is, to be honest. Ty and Anna versus, I don't know what the flip is this. Are they taking? They're not taking on Britt, are they? Oh, they are. Thunder Rosa. And Thunder. I like her face paint. That's good. Thunder Rosa making her way down. Look at them. We've all got matching ring gear. Right, Britt, Reba, and Flip. What's the other one? Britt, Reba, and someone else. Jamie. There we go. Right, Struth. Let's keep an eye on this then as we build towards Britt and Ty Conte. Thunder Rosa chance. Oh, like this dueling chance. Thunder Rosa DMD. Thunder Rosa DMD. Thunder's latest vlog was excellent today, says Heather. Mick went to TNA. Why wouldn't he go to AEW? He got brought back, and I just kind of feel like, I mean, I was watching a video the other day of him with that Most Wanted Treasures, and he's really close with Steph, and he actually goes in and recreates, that kind of hospital scene where, McMahon was in hospital and Mick Foley comes in and does the Mr. Socko by the bed. They actually recreated that in the office. And he's in the office with Vince, and he's chatting away with Steph, and you can see there seems to be a genuinely lovely bond between them. He's like, "Hey, Steph," I just kind of feel like he isn't a businessman, if you know what I mean. It's not like this is business. It kind of feels like he's in a bit with the McMahons. You are right. It did go to TNA. But I don't know. He's always someone that I think's really loyal, and I think he could end up just doing legend stuff with WWE. But he could go to AEW. He could do. Days, please bring Elektra Lopez, Exy and Quinn, and Jerry Springer to the escape pod so Springer can find a solution to this love triangle. Dude, it's a love line. That's all it is. There's no triangle. It's a love line. I'm out. Told you I'm out. Right, Reba in there with Anna, is it? Yeah. Nice suplex. I know, James. What time does it finish? Well, 33 minutes in. Days NXT 6:03. It's still not too bad, is it? 6:03, all things considered. Going over, grabbing face first into the corner. Grabbing Anna Jay. Strikes coming in by Jamie Hayter. Britt Baker on the outside of the ring. Looking for a suplex, and she gets it. She's got a bouncy bum, says Other Mother. Days, good question. I know Dominic is Ray's son, but how do we know that's true? Because he could be Eddie's son. Please respond. Because Ray won custody, so he's Ray's son. He's got the paperwork. That's how you own a person. You have to have their paperwork. And Ray's got the paperwork. Masvidal is injured. No longer fighting at UFC 268. I saw 69, I think. I saw. Yeah. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Do you like cake or banana more? Probably like cake more, but I don't eat it and I eat bananas. But if there was a lovely lemon drizzle cake, or if you had some lemon drizzle cake or a banana, and you went, which would you rather have right now? I would want the cake. But I would eat the banana. And cry. Tag, in comes Britt Baker. Conti's got the money, said Chris. Oh, hey, Conte. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Say, hey, baby, I got your money. Hey, Conte. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. Say, hey, baby, I got your money. In comes Jamie. Strikes coming in by Ty Conti. Ty Conte. Here's Britt charging over, clothesline. Britt goes down. Everyone's going down. Conti is cleaning house at the moment. Runs over. Boot to the face to Jamie Hayter. Boot to the face to Reba. Boot to the face to Britt Baker. Kick to the midsection. Hayter charging over. She picks up Hayter. Knee strike. Hayter goes down. 1, 2. Britt Baker makes the save. Strike to Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa crashes outside the ring. Adam said, I thought we were over this song. I don't make the rules. The community demands it. 1, 2. Thunder Rosa making the save. Thunder Rosa making a save. Jamie Hayter against the ropes, charging over. Big strike by Thunder Rosa. Big kick by Reba. Nice. Kick by Anna. Super kick there by Britt Baker. Didn't we see this match last night? Thunder Rosa goes crashing to the outside. High risk, high reward. Spinning around. Reba Ty planting. Reba. 1, 2, 3. Ty Conti pins Reba. Jesus, that crossbody was brutal, says Liv Angelina Stan. Her head bounced hard off that floor, and Thunder Rosa looked immediately concerned. Well, they're all back in the ring. Britt Baker walks away, and we're seeing Ty Conti... Chris Statlander. Ruby Soho. Do you think guys like Joey Janela, Sonny Kiss, Luther, Bunny, Penelope Ford are at risk? I wouldn't really... I don't know. I won't want to get into too many specifics, but I do think that the people you're not seeing on TV that much, that you would think are lower down the card. I mean, you've all got your own idea as to who those people are. I think those people's contracts will be allowed to just expire, yes. I would rather have Thunder in the match. I agree. Thank you for the cricket. I love the cricket so far. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Legend Killer. Shout out to you. Clay said, Days, acknowledge me as your tribal chief. I can't, Clay. I've asked the community whether you're our tribal chief. They've pretty much said no. What can I do, Clay? Sonny said, I might be late for the UFC stream this weekend, as I might be going to the movies. Oh, to either Ron Goes Wrong. What the hell is Ron Goes Wrong? Or Eternals. Who are you going with? Hey. Who are you going with, Sonny? Ron Goes Wrong sounds like an adult film, doesn't it? You don't want to be going to them cinemas, mate. You don't want to be going to them. Kind of cinemas where the guys in dirty old Macs come walking out like this, even when it's not raining or there's no bad weather. They walk down the street. Ron Goes Wrong. No, Ron! You've gone wrong! Oh, sorry. Austin says, more people are thinking that Wyndham shows up at Full Gear. Have you seen any ML dub lately? It's been fire, fire, fire. I have not, no. What I tend to do, James, is let you watch it for me now, and then I get all the information from you. Full match. Few botches, but fun, says Kenny. Hasib Contra has been on a warpath. It's now them against Team Hammerstone in a chamber. Days, don't acknowledge. I don't even think he acknowledges Roman, since he did not acknowledge Thunder Rosa in the chat. Probably his only chance to speak to her, and he is too good for her. All right. That's not true. I just didn't know she was there. I didn't know she was there. I'd love to talk. I said, well, I'd love to have asked her that question. If she does ever pop back again, you lot need to ask that question. The question is, when you was having that match with Britt Baker, did you know, did it feel, as you were in the ring going through the match, did it feel like it was a match of the year? Did it feel to you like this is special? Could you tell from the audience's reaction? I can't even remember how much of an audience there was, in truth. I can't quite remember if an audience was back, or was it like just, you know, wrestlers at ringside? You know, could you tell? Could you feel it? Do you even need an audience to know that kind of stuff? So I would have asked her that, but I couldn't. Whoa, 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 whoa. Jungle Boy's here. Jungle Boy. Everybody loves Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy versus Bowens. Jungle Boy versus Bowens. Days A's. Do you know the instant when Brett was about to take a bonsai drop, but then saw something yellow, moved away? Thoughts? I do not know that instant. No, I've not heard that story. Edward said, question for you. If Dominic and Ray have a feud, what feud storyline would you do? I would have Dominic say, you're not my dad. Eddie's my dad. I would have Dominic attack his sister. And I would have it where Ray has got no option. Because I am going to really struggle to believe. Yeah, he... it's going to be hard for me to believe that they are going to allow him to... Or that Ray would want to fight his son. I love them. The Acclaimed have arrived. Release Max Caster. Shots fired. I didn't really get it. I don't know what that means. Right, we've got Bowens and Jungle Boy. We've had 43 minutes gone. Dancing Days tonight. Later on in the show, Country Song of the Year, Cold. Performed by Wrestling. That's going to be a big moment, that. A lot of people don't know that I'm actually one of the leading country music stars in the West Midlands, here in the UK. Yeah. Max Caster is a star. Is a star, I tell you. Bobby Lashley's sister is a pretty good rapper, said Brad G. Brony said, does Max Caster freestyle or write his rhymes beforehand? I'm guessing he writes them because freestyling would be hard. Yeah, he writes them, I'm sure. Cringe Acclaimed. Sonny said, I'm going to the movie by myself. I'm a loner. Last time I went to a movie was with a guy called Quinn. Exion Quinn. He ended up being horrible. You went to the movie with Exion Quinn? The dude from NXT that Austin loves. Interesting. I'm sorry he was upset with you. Or off with you. Heather said, Cornette is going to love that Jungle Boy crack. Can you get Jungle Boy crack? Jungle Boy crack. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just doing it. I just know that this is being screenshotted. Right, we've got Jungle Boy in the corner. We are underway. I don't know what this match is for. Why? I don't know why this is a thing. Knee to the midsection. Jungle Boy versus Bowens. Jungle Boy in the corner. Chop coming in by Bowens. Another chop coming in. Another chop coming in. One more for the road. Bowens in control. I've not been the cinema since I exposed myself, says James Chadwick. Oh, no. Sorry. No, I don't want everyone thinking that's what he said. I couldn't read it because of the thing. He actually said, I haven't been to the cinema since 2002. Days is high on mushrooms. Drop kick by Jungle Boy. Adam said, this is what Paige was on about. Look how cute he is. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. He said that Jungle Boy chokes on his promos. Jungle Boy chops Bowens. And another one. One for the road. Say what? I don't know what you was going to say, do I? The thing was there? It said, I've not been to the cinema since. What do you want me to do with that? What do you want me to do? Of course I'm going to say I've exposed myself. Of course I am. That's how my brain works. Into the corner goes Jungle Boy. Bowens grabs headbutt. Strike coming in, and again. I love Jungle Boy. JR burying Jungle Boy's facial hair, says NH. Jungle Boy is starting to look like Jungle Man with that beard. Jungle Man. Jungle Boomer. He spills out to the outside. Bowens is in control at the moment. Jungle Man. Whatever happened to Anthony Ogogo? I think he was injured. And he's been practicing wrestling. I saw him doing moonsaults the other day. Not in my garden. On Twitter. And there was a comment from Cody. And he said, if Ogogo ever learns how to wrestle as well as strike, he'll be dangerous. Well, I think he actually said we're all screwed. Look at that woman there. Who's that woman? Look at that. Getting right in each other's faces. Well, she takes things a little bit too far, doesn't she, that lady? Well, that lady has took things a little bit too far. It's still real to me, damn it! It's still real to me! Big chop coming in. When she finds out this is scripted, she is going to be so embarrassed. On the way home, her partner's going to be like, look, there's something I need to tell you. Oh, God, I don't know how to tell you this news. The show is scripted. The show is scripted. They are actually working together. And she'll be like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Are you telling me that I just had a go at a wrestler, stuck my finger in his face, and got really aggressive at a scripted show? Yeah. And everyone knows it as well. You're the only one that didn't. Oh, my God. Is it being shown on TV? It's being shown on TV. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You've embarrassed yourself in front of the world. Big strikes coming in. There's Brock Lesnar guy. Where? Double axe handle. Cody needs to be a heel. Days, can I add you on PS4? Yes. Days said Ronnie's Gone Wrong is the animated story of Barney, a socially awkward middle schooler, and Ron, his new talking digital connected advice, which is supposed to be his best... Oh, sorry, I fell asleep. Sorry, I was reading it, and then I fell asleep. I was talking, I fell asleep. Do you know why? Because it sounds dull. Don't be that don't see that film. Right, we are back live. We need Glock Anderson. We need Glocky. Back elbow by Jungle Man Boomer. Strikes are coming in. Against the ropes. Basement dropkick. Mushroom Days. He was near that woman. What do you mean? He went to the outside and the woman just stood up. Just stuck her finger up right in front of his face and was like, right, really quite aggressive. And it's like, just watch the show. Say a few words if you want, but I don't think you need to get sticking fingers in people's faces. I don't think that's the message that should be sent to the youth of America. Side slam by Bowens to kick out. Daze is right. I did take a screenshot of him earlier in the hoodie. Daze, I'm going to DM you for your PS4 username. Oh, I don't have one because I never use it. I don't even know if it's plugged in. Frank said, rock out with your Glock out. Roll up by Jungle Man 2. Kick out by Bowens. He's looking for the snare trap. Charges over. Knocks down the other acclaimed man. Max Caster, is it? Lands on his feet. Duck underneath. Suicide dive through the ropes. Tope Suicina. In between the ropes, kicking the chest. Bowens. Oh. 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out by Jungle Boy. No, the Brock Lesnar guy was near that woman in the crowd. Oh. Perhaps that's the crazy reactor segment. Maybe if I was to go, that's where they'd put me as well. Are you a crazy reactor? Yeah, I am actually. Oh, okay. You've got to come over to this segment here next to this woman who likes to verbally abuse the wrestlers and Brock Lesnar guy. Oh, we've also got the Undertaker shock face man right there. Oh, no way! Is that Angry Miss Girl? Yes. Look at this. It's a crazy reactor segment. Here we go. Snare trap, middle of the ring. Is in big trouble, Bowens. Max Caster's reaching in. Well, if he does touch him, that's a DQ, innit? There we go. Jungle Boy. Jungly Boy. Jungle Boy. Jungly Jungle. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here's Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish attacking Jungle Boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back elbow by Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish. He's got a shirt that's got a fish on it. Ledge. Knee strikes. Another knee strike to the midsection. Boom! Hurls him into the ropes. That's cool. I'm trying to read what that sign says. Stream. Stream Summit. Where's that woman? Has that woman been removed? Has the woman been told to leave? Where is that woman? I don't know if I can see that woman now. Fishy fish, fish, fish. Where is Heather? I need her to explain to me why Christian is still helping Jungle Boy. I can explain it. Because they're friends. They're friends and they love each other. Can you guess my age? Yeah, you're 10. Hope we get some more verbals from Kingston and Pump. Yeah. Edward, I already told you. He said it twice. Twice, I tell you. Twice. Good call, Chadwick. Is that his new nickname? Good call, Chadwick. Good call, Chadwick. Hey. I love my partner. Have you met my partner? This is Good Call, Chadwick. We're the best goddamn crime-fighting duo this side of Mississippi. Someone get me Good Call. Good Call, Chadwick. James Chadwick is Good Call, Chadwick. He doesn't just beat the bad guys. He beats himself. Good Call, Chadwick. Sonny said days. Well, the movies that are in the theaters are Eternals, boring. Antlers, boring. Clifford the Big Red Dog, June. Last Night in Soho. Is that the Ruby Soho documentary? I'd watch that. Ron's Gone Wrong. Venom, and maybe Kyle. I'd go to Last Night in Soho. Bobby Fish and Adam Cole, baby! Undisputed! We know Bobby. There's no dispute. I guess we're cool. There's no dispute. This is the elite that runs this place. Right. Nice. Fun little segment. Nice. Days Last Night in Soho is a horror film. Well, she's had a tough life, Ruby. I mean, she got released by WWE, so... I think Days is tired, says Austin. Days is a legend, so shut your face. They're going there, said Erasure Mind. They are going there. OMG, it's happening. It is happening, guys. It's happening. Bobby Fish and Adam Cole are joining forces in AEW. I knew John was wetting himself. John, can you let us know? Did you wet yourself? Please respond. Kyle O'Reilly better run when he has the chance. William said, I've got an idea. I was thinking for my video. Oh, please make a video. I will remake a Sunny members video. Just need a red hoodie. That's going to be good, man. CM Punk wins. We are looking at a little video package right now. We're almost at the halftime scores. The trailer for Ron Gone Wrong was funny, so I might see that. Listen, you might think it's funny, but the person that it went wrong to did not. Ron is a sex pest. I've just said it out loud. Days, no, you're way off. I'm not 10. I watched SummerSlam 2005 as a kid. Well, yeah, you might have got it on the network. I bet there's lots of kids that watch SummerSlam 2005. Days, it seems like you're bored of wrestling like us all. I'm not bored. It's just a go-home show, isn't it? So nothing really means anything. Like Jungle Boy versus Bowens. What does it mean? You know me. I can't get into it if the matches don't mean anything. This is nothing to do with AEW. I feel exactly the same way with NXT, Raw, SmackDown. Like, it's a go. I kind of expected it. It's a go-home show, you know? All the matches are made. These are just like, let's just get the wrestlers out there, show them off to the fans. It'd be good for the live fans to see some big names. We'll try and do some good little matches, but ultimately, if you missed this show so far, what have you missed? What have you missed? Apart from that nice little Undisputed Era moment, so... But that's just a me thing. Like, I like to see stories, development, you know, engaging storylines, things like that. And the thing is, it's done, innit? It's done. Like, Full Gear's this weekend, so there's not really anything else they can do. Here comes Wardlow. Wardlow versus Yuta. Wardlow versus Yeeta. Wheeler Yeeta. What's his name? Wheelman. Wheelman. Do you think Kyle O'Reilly has already told Cole and Fish he's on his way because Fish attacked Jungle Boy seems to be setting up something? I would think so. Kyle O'Reilly, I don't think, would be used on the main roster very well at all. So, yes. If he's got any sense, I think he would go. Wheeler isn't winning this, says Heather. No way, Jose. Good call, Chadwick said. Hurry up, Wardlow, and beat the living out of MJF. Rice said, Days, maybe Thunder Rosa joins the chats against Day, or maybe in the future. Maybe. Ooh, little stumble there by Yuta. Edward said, I'm 17. My date of birth is 2004. Miss Clown said, I've got a SN idea. SN idea for a sexy video. I am so excited for next week. If you haven't heard, or if you've never seen the Wrestling Escape Pod, it's a little podcast that's sort of about wrestling. Like, we do try to touch on it, but largely it isn't. It's kind of literally me and Tommy unhinged, unchained. We will go anywhere we have to go with conversations. And next week, the community are sending in movie scenes that they've recorded. All you got to do is film a movie scene, send it to wrestlingdays@gmail.com, and it'll be on the show. It'll be on the podcast. It will be shown on YouTube, which I think is really cool. That'll be next Wednesday. It's me and Dave that are going to be doing that. Dave in real life. So I'm trying to get as many movie scenes as possible. If the whole show was just your submissions, not a problem. 2021 has gone by so fast that I'm thinking about it, says Brony. Our video's due Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday. I think I'll do the one with Dave on Wednesday, and then I think I've got one with Triple T on Thursday. Knee strike by Wardlow. Triple T messes with Daisy's head. He does mess with my head. Wardlow wins. What happens when you add the letter F to the beginning of the word art? You get F art. Wardlow is over because eventually he'll throw MJF like a bad habit. Best friends and Orange Cassidy not exactly having the best of nights. Oh, there's a brawl! Isaiah Cassidy and the Blade. Matt Hardy. They're just beating him up. Matt Hardy has got a chair. Blade is beating up Orange Cassidy. Wardlow is going to kill MJF, says Seth. Videotape it. Their video. It's chaos, says Mike. It is chaos. It is chaos right now. Chair to the midsection. Chair to the leg. Chair in the dong. Matt Hardy has put a chair over. Oh, twist of fate through the chair. Orange Cassidy is down. Twist of fate. And they're filming it. Time to get Wyndham in. Let's see what people... We've had over 550 votes. 550 votes. Let's have a look at the poll. Will Wyndham be at Full Gear? 550 votes. 19% say we'll get a vignette. All right. So just short of 20%. 1 in 5 think we get a vignette. So put that away. 37% say no. 44% say yes. So 44% say yes, 37% say no, 19% say we get a vignette. OC looks bad. What am I out of? Oh, not the HFO. I am sick of this. Where is Okada? Halftime scores. Everybody watch your halftime scores. Hammer said it's getting late. I got to go to bed. See you later. I enjoyed the stream. Keep up the good work. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out Hammer Studios. Call Up Podcast says, I've got a wrestling podcast. Would love to set up an interview with you to chat for your love with wrestling. It'd be a short chat at the moment. Do you love wrestling? I used to. But Raw has broken me. Honestly. It has not been the best of years, let's put it that way. Get in your scores. What are these scores? 6.5 says Lone Star Friend. Austin says 7. Bonkers says 4. Rice says 6.25. Shaquem says 4. Nelson says 4. Surge says 6. Tall Paul says 6. Ben Russell says 5. Heather says, y'all are delusional. 7 says Liv and Zelina. 6 says Sonny. 7 says Michael. 6 says Chris. J14 said, my score was stolen. Boomer says 5.5. David says 7. Austin says 7. Man United Hodge says 5. Taboy says 5. Tilius says 6.5. Heather says 7.25. Tahil says 7. Bonkers says 4. James Chadwick. Good call, Chadwick. 7. Cliff Beavers says 7. Austin says 7. Let's not talk about Raw. I will email you. Email me, my friend. J14 says 7. Brony says 7. Zoom Station says 4. Legend Killer says 6.5. Bonkers says 4. Hasib says 5. Trey Gaming says 6.25. Erase Your Mind says 7.5. Minty Ice says 6. Jay says 7. Bakayuka, shout out to you. Legend Killer says 6.5. David says 7. Brony says 7. I like to drink the leftover hot dog water, says Miss Clown 1. Rashawn said, I would love to be proven wrong, but I don't think he shows up. Heather says, WWE in general has broken me. Brony says, everyone is copying my score. Legend Killer says 6.5. Seth says 7.5 because of Bryan Danielson. Rai said, Days, I still can't believe we had the legend, the freak from EMW. Guys, listen, you never know who we're going to get. We have had Thunder Rosa in the chat. We've had Nick Aldis in the chat. We've had Mickey James in the chat. And now we've had the freak in the chat. There's a lot of arguing in the AEW car park. Perhaps someone's blocked someone in. Ruby. CM Punk. Why is Ruby trying to help hold back Eddie Kingston? I mean, no disrespect to Ruby, but I can't imagine she's doing a great deal. Eddie Kingston walking away. Look, they're trying to calm this down. Eddie Kingston. Look at him trying to run. Look at Eddie Kingston trying to run around. Everyone... Ruby is pleading. No, Eddie. No, Eddie, don't, Eddie. I love you, Eddie. I love you. Just leave him, Eddie. Just leave him. Come home to me, Eddie. You know I'll treat you right. We'll watch Netflix, Eddie. Come on, leave it, Eddie. He's not worth it, Eddie. I don't know that she was saying those things. I don't know. Dante Martin is smiling. Ah, no way. Dante Martin is smiling. Smiley Martin. That's good. Hook needs a haircut. Sonny said, I tagged you in the movie trailer last night. in Soho and Ron's gone wrong. I don't want to see Ron's gone wrong, Sonny. Don't go tagging me in that. What you doing back there, Ron? Oh, you've gone wrong, Ron. You've gone wrong. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I make that mistake when I've had a few beers. God damn it, Ron. I've told you before. I've seen the trailer. Dave's serious question. Already Triple H is not in the best shape in terms of health. But now, don't you think his mental health is worse? I don't think he cares, to be honest. I don't think he cares. I think, like, NXT was something he built. He was really proud of it. But I think ultimately, like, he's going to want to do what's right for the family. You know, I don't know that he's going to be so super... Because ultimately, I think he'd want to move on to Raw and SmackDown anyway. So, I understand NXT was his and he set it up and did all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, you know, old man Vince ain't going to be around forever. So, if I was Triple H... And I can only speak for myself... If I was Triple H, yeah, I'd be frustrated that the work I'd done with NXT has been ripped up and, you know, it is what it is. But I'm looking at the big picture. You know, Boomer McMahon ain't going to be around forever, and ultimately could I get my hands on Raw and SmackDown? I could end up getting everything eventually anyway. So, I don't know. I think it'd be a bit narrow-minded. A little bit, it'd be a bit short-term for him to just focus on what's happening right now. So... where's Armed Anderson? Oh, hang on, I need to change this, don't I? Did Tony Khan lose a bet and he had to sign Leo Rush, says Jim. Jim, how are you? I was thinking about you, Jim. I was thinking about you. I was. I'll tell you why in a second, Jim. Give me a second. Dante Martin and Leo Rush versus Sydal and Moriarty. Yeah, I was thinking about you, Jim, because you've been on this channel probably longer than me. And I would say you're one of the more quieter mods, dare I say, because we've got loud mouths. Do you know what I mean? Just don't stop. You know the kind that just say a lot but don't really say anything of value? We've got a lot of them. And you're not one of them, Jim. When you speak with authority. And I think you're kind of seen as like the father figure on the channel, Jim. And I mean that in a nice way. But we've never... Like, I reckon we need to try and do a members interview, or we need to get you on the escape pods or something like that. I think people want to know a bit more about Jim. I think that's what people want. People want to... I was thinking, like... People want to know... Like, people don't want to know any more about Austin. I think we know everything about Austin. I think we know too much about Austin. But I think people want to know more about Jim. I want to know more about Jim. This show is cringe, says Dom. Daze, don't you think Shane will have more power? Well, I think it'll be split between Shane and Steph, but Steph will just give it to Triple H. Jim is the popper mod. I feel that. I feel that. Members all wet with Jim. Even if it was just a little summer. Do you imagine if Jim was just like, hey guys, how you doing? I'm Jim. And, things about me. I'm really into collecting comics. I've got 5,000 of them. I've got Spider-Man issue 1. And it's probably my prized possession. I also love fishing. And I love chasing children down the street. If they get too close to my garden. Because I'm very particular about my garden. So, yeah, it's just a little something about me. Like that, we can... Well, I'm sure we can make that. I'm sure we can get that. I'm sure that's achievable. Roy says, Papa Jim. A little bit of Slim Jim. If I was Triple H and I had control of WWE, I would fire Kevin Dunn and Nick Khan. With the soon potential arrivals of Kyle O'Reilly, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Ember. Yeah. Moon, Lana, more. The roster is flooding. When is dinner? What time's dinner? When is enough? Rosie and Jim. Oh, I love that show. That was based in the Midlands. Jim is gone. Oh. Why is it you big someone up, build them up, and they disappear? I think he's shy. I think he's shy. Right now, he's like, he's giggling to himself like a Japanese schoolgirl. Oh, here he is. I don't have the patience for fishing. After all of that, that's what you come back with. Jim, we want to learn a bit more about you. Do you like fishing? Nah, I don't like fishing. Jim, please do an interview with Days. It needs to happen. I think it needs to happen as well. Sydal. Jim will do it. Oh, I don't think you can say things like that anymore. You definitely can't say Jim will fix it. Right, we are underway. But what time is it? We've got 40 minutes to go. 40 minutes to go. The women's division needs the help, says David. They should be more selective with what men they bring in at this point. Ben said, for anyone that needs to hear this, life is like a slingshot. It pulls you back, then it propels you forward. That was a Ben thought of the day. It's nice, isn't it? Ben's thought of the day. Life is like a slingshot. It pulls you back, but then propels you forward. Please, Jim. Please. Please, Jim. No, I floated an idea out there. That's all. We'll let it bob out there. We'll just let it bob around for a little bit. Big Time Baxter says, Days, by next week, we could be at the point where we have close to 200 wrestlers on AEW. They are currently sitting at 120. I don't think they're going to sign 80 wrestlers by next week. I'm just going to throw that out there. Snap into a Slim Jim. Dante, missile dropkick. Still to come. We've got the contract signing from Kenny Omega and Hangman. And coming up next, we've got Pac versus Dax. Febin said, Days, do you think Triple H takeover of the company is guaranteed? What if Vince's plan is to sell in 2 to 4 years? Well, no, it's not guaranteed. But I would imagine the amount of money Triple H would get if he wanted to start his own like NXT promotion. If he wanted his own promotion, I'm sure he could do it. I'm sure he's not hurting for money. So, you know, if that was something he really wanted to do after WWE got sold. First of all, if WWE gets sold, it depends if they're going to want... Bringing in Triple H to run it for you would make a lot of sense. If Vince sells WWE to, say, Disney, one of the first phone calls Disney should make would be to Triple H. Pick up the phone to Triple H and go, listen, will you come and we'll pay you a wage? And will you come and, like, be our president for the new WWE? So he might, even if it gets sold, he might not be completely out of it. If he is completely out of it, then so be it. Do you know what I mean? So be it. If Vince is going to sell. But I would imagine Triple H would know that now as to what's happening, what the plans are. And honestly, if he really wants to promote a Triple H promotion, his own NXT, I'm sure he's got great relationships with USA Network. So, and other, you know, TV executives over the years, I'm sure he could cobble something together. I don't know that he would want to be honest. I don't know that he would want all that work and hassle. He's kind of done it. I feel like he's done it with NXT, do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's really hard to know, like, where his head's at. I just know that for me personally, if I was Triple H, I wouldn't be so worried about NXT. I'd be thinking one day I'll get Raw, SmackDown, and, you know, I'll get a much bigger say in things when Vince isn't around. Not that I want Vince to die or anything, but just like, you know, when the time's right. Leo Rush plants to kick out. Moriarty kicks out. I'm winging it on my UFC picks this week. David said Vince would probably protect his baby girl in a sale and guarantee some type of power for her and Triple H as part of the sale. Dante Martin and Lee Moriarty would make an amazing team, in my opinion. Like Moriarty with Dante. Dante hurled across the ring. 1, 2. Kick out by Dante Martin. So Leo Rush and Dante Martin working together. Shame they haven't got like a team name. I don't know if this is a long-term thing though. Low kick to Leo. I know you've reached middle age, or you know you've reached middle age when you caution to slow down by your doctor instead of the police. I would love Triple H to take over WWE, says Airflow. There we go. Dante and Leo. Well done to them. Days, I'm not saying this will happen, but say AEW closes in 5 years. Do you think one of their downfalls was Tony bloating the roster? It'd be really hard to say. I do think their roster is getting bloated. I do think they are spending a lot. This idea that there's an endless supply of money, just it's not how business is run, you know. I mean, this is a business at the end of the day. Yes, it's a passion project as well. So he might be willing to lose more on this than he would, say, lose with Fulham or lose with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But there's still limits to how much he's going to be willing to lose. Plus also, if you look at your projections of, right, next year we're projected to bring in this much, you're not going to want, even if it's a passion project, you're not going to want your future projections to be well below your expenditure. So, you know, it's profit and loss, it's budgeting, all of that kind of stuff. And I think they're well over their budget. I think they're well over their budget. I think that they're, you know, Tony Khan, the incomings might slow down. Be interesting to see if they rely maybe more on New Japan and that agreement rather than just bringing in new talent. But I'm sure he's on it. I'm sure there's been meetings where they're looking at the budget. They're looking at, like, where are we with the wage? You'd have to think there's a wage budget. There must be a wage budget. And I don't know where they are in comparison to it. I think they're over it. But I couldn't tell you by how much. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. You'd need to be seeing their financials. So you're just kind of like fumbling in the dark, really. All I know is that Tony Khan is a businessman. You know, he knows what he's doing, and I'm sure he's watching it. I'm sure he's on it. I'm sure he's aware of these numbers. I'm looking forward to the cricket tomorrow. Yeah, it should be good. Pakistan against Australia. Who will play New Zealand? Days, will the day Vince leaves and the following tribute show be the saddest day in wrestling history? Also, will you cry on stream? Please respond. I don't know that it would be the saddest day because I don't know that that would compare to, like, you know, people having lost their lives. So I don't know that it would be the saddest day. We've seen wrestlers that have passed that have been taken away at a tragically young age, like Eddie, like Owen. You know, these Pillman, you know, we've had tragedies in wrestling. So I certainly don't think it would be the saddest day. Will it be a sad day? Yes. I don't think it's unfair to say that Vince McMahon could be one of, if not the most important men in the history of professional wrestling. You know, he almost single-handedly took us out of the territories into what we've got now. So, I mean, someone like him was likely to come along and do that at some point, but it could have been like Van Gagne, you know, that did it with the AWA, or it could have been Ted Turner that ended up doing it. Ted Turner could have come and done exactly that with WCW, and he might have been the one to have taken it away from the territories, but Vince was the one that stopped it being every state's got its own little promotion, and he's the one that took it from that to national. And as we said, someone was always going to do it, but it was Vince. And it was Vince that created WrestleMania. And WrestleMania isn't the first big pay-per-view closed-circuit thing, because it actually starts, I think, a year after Starrcade. So Starrcade was around before WrestleMania. And WWE had done Showdown in Shea Stadium shows. So there'd been big shows that had been done in wrestling. So he wasn't the first at that, but WrestleMania was, you know, what really brought in celebrities and was like the biggest deal to date. What he's done with then going and giving us Hulkamania and going on to give us the Attitude Era and Stone Cold and The Rock, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, blah, 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 Bret Hart, into Ruthless Aggression, into John Cena, into, you know, Evolution, Triple H, Batista, Brock Lesnar, into CM Punk. You know, I mean, like, what that man has done. So, will it be the saddest day? No. Will it be a sad day? Yes. Will I cry? I have no idea. I don't know. Depends what's happening. I think it'll be very sad. Very sad. And I don't know what wrestling will look like after. A lot of people will say better. Dax is making his way down. Where are we? Half an hour to go. Pac versus Dex. Pac versus Dex next. Wrestling Classic was WWE's first WWF pay-per-view. Shout out to you. Was it? Did the Wrestling Classic predate WrestleMania 1? Because it's around that time, isn't it? I actually would have said that it was after. But it could have been 84. So you could be right. Plus also, I think there was another show that was called The Big One. And I think I might be getting confused with that. Because there was one that was called, I'm sure it was called The Big One. When was it, Jim? When was it? See, this is the information we could be getting from Jim. I'll have a look. I'll have a look, mate. Don't you worry about it. 84, if it's before WrestleMania 5. WrestleMania was 85. Wrestling Classic is... No, it's 85. So it's 85, so it is after WrestleMania 1. But it's... I'm guessing WrestleMania 1 was closed circuit and not pay-per-view. So Wrestling Classic was pay-per-view. The main match was Hogan against Roddy Piper. There was also a tournament. A lot of short matches. I mean, one match is 27 seconds long. One match is 9 seconds long. So there's a whole tournament. First round, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the final. And so we've got this big tournament, and then there's just a title match. I don't know how long it runs for, but... The Wrestling Classic. Good night, Sam. How do you think Wyndham debuts? With a mask? With Dark Order or something else? I'll say something else. Lights out, lights on, and then in the ring kind of a thing, props. How many votes were at? 600 votes were at. I love Pac, says Heather. Austin said, I kind of wish Miro had kept his TNT title. Lone Star Friend said, Pac is in fantastic shape as usual. Seth said, this will be good. Is contract signing the only thing left? I believe so. I believe so. AEW gets $45 million a year from TNT, whilst WWE gets $205 million. You think if TNT is paying that much, Tony would be careful? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's doing whatever he needs to do. Against ropes goes Pac. Dax over the top. Looking for a hip toss. Kick out by Pac. Pac slams Dax. Pac goes down. Headlock takeover. Yeah, some nice little... good little stuff there. Jim Ross said this is some pretty basic stuff that we're seeing. But in a positive way. Come on, Pac. Come on, Pac. Packy Pac. Andrade El Idolo. Right, come on. We can do this. We've got 27 minutes to go. We've got what should be a pretty engaging contract signing coming up. Pac needs a bigger push to the main event scene. Days didn't care about Austin's comment. I didn't see Austin's comment. I did not see. Legend Killer said, Days, I'm watching AEW Dynamite. Shout out to you, dude. This is wrestling, says Lone Star Friend. Dax over by the ropes. Chop from Pac. Another chop coming in by Pac. Pac going over to Dax. Dax with a kick to the midsection. Chop coming in. Big strike coming back by Pac. Oh no, I had an awful thought. What if Okada shows up at the contract signing? I thought you was going to say, oh no, I had an awful thought. What about Dave in real life in a thong? That's what I thought you was going to say, Heather. I don't know why. And that's all I can see now. Doing a little jiggle. He's like, I need your football predictions, guys. In a little thong. Maybe it's a posing pouch. It's got like an elephant on the front. Get your football predictions in. They're on the outside. There's a bit of blood, and I don't know where the blood's coming from. A little bit of blood. Just a little bit of blood. Bit of blood on the chest area. Days, are you excited for Full Gear? I can't wait. The last few AEW pay-per-views have been amazing. I do think they have been good, yes. Am I excited for it? Yes. We kind of broke it down. I think the CM Punk Eddie Kingston match is exciting. I think the Bryan Danielson match is exciting. The potential of seeing Wyndham is exciting. So there's a lot. Good grief, Days. Good grief. Good grief. Whew. Blood on the back of Pac. Terry Funk versus Moondog Spot had no referee, and Spot had to do his own 3 count to beat Funk. Is that true? I can't remember it. I've definitely seen it, but I can't remember it. Days, please put a picture of Bailey up, and please no JoJo Sawana. I don't know who that is. I don't know who JoJo Sawana is. Right, they are back into the ring. Ah, spine buster. Big spine buster. Going for the cover. 1, 2. 2 count for Dax. Death Triangle. I am looking to see if I have got a PNG file of Bailey for you. I genuinely can't find one. Dax going up top. Going to look to deliver a big splash. Yeah, I think we might be back from commercial break. All right, I've got one. Right, here we go. He's going to be a superplex off the top. Superplex by Pac. Oh, my God. It's a brain buster. Here you go, dude. There you go. Show me Bailey. Show me Bailey. Show me Bailey. You're welcome. There is Bailey with her. That's when she was like more hugger. And that's her with her Universal Championship belt. 1, 2. So hopefully that's the end of you asking now. Show me Bailey. Show me Bailey. Show me Bailey. Show me Bailey. There's Bailey. I couldn't find another joke, so there she is. This is awesome. Dance Dynamite. Now he's coming down, says Rye. Oh, I'm just waiting for the contract signing, that's all. That is it. He actually got a real picture. You're welcome. Pac going up. That was brutal, says Heather. Drop kick to the back of Dax. Does life exist under the planets? Yes. Days showed off her cleavage, perv. Gotta give the people what they want, man. How do you expect me to get them views? How do you expect me to get them blues? Them views? One of my friends got tested positive. I have to stay at home, says Yoas Bryant. Shout out to you, sir. Stay safe. Look after yourself. Dax rolls away. Pac is up in the corner. Pac, a.k.a. Neville, was my favourite Cruiserweight champion, says Chronix Effect. Pac jumps back down, goes over to Dax, who got an uppercut. Clay wasn't even here to see it. Looks like he might keep asking. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't understand. I got a real picture. 2. Shoulder up. Days. Ron's got... Oh, my God. Stop talking about the porno that you're going to go and see. Ron's Gone Wrong has reasonable time to see the movie. Therefore, I'm going to see that movie. Right, go and see that movie. Go and see the movie. And honestly, I'm not responsible for the tears. Brian Alvarez has reported that Raw's third hour record low may have been caused by the states going into daylight savings. That's interesting. Stream 517, guys. Stream 517. I don't know what that means. Pat going up top. Pack. Oh, a little bit wobbly. He was a wobbly willy. And he's been caught by Dax. Dax is going to look to deliver a German. No, belly to back. Belly to back. Bang. Gets it. It's not porn. It's pronounced Yos. Yos. Shout out to you, Yos. This is awesome. Minty Eyes said, didn't the last hour of Raw do a 1.2 or something like that? 1.3, I think it was. Jim Ross is overselling tonight on This Is Wrestling. After the halftime, the show got really good, says Michael. Nice German by Pack. This show has been full of intensity. Days, it was confirmed that Vince and Bruce were not booking last Monday night's Raw. It was all Johnny A. This is long, not awesome, says Brony. Taboy said, this is a good match. Here we go. Picks up Pack off the rope. Sit down powerbomb. 1, 2. Just a 2. You see the person dressed up like Sting? I did. AEW. Brony said, this is a good match, but it's a little bit long. No, Yos. That's how it's pronounced. Yos. Def, Calm, Prime, Eric, Dorigi said, out of 456 wrestlers, who would win? Squid Game. What wrestler would win Squid Game, guys? Let me know. What wrestler wins Squid Game? You kind of need... I reckon it's Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson wins Squid Game. Dax is tapping. Pack is tapping out Dax. And now we've got a brawl! Yay! A brawl. We get a brawl. Do you reckon when they're booking the show, they go, right, we'll do the match and, okay, we'll have Pac win. Lights have gone out, guys. It's Wyndham. Oh, my God, it's Wyndham. It's going to be Wyndham. It's Wyndham. I promise you this is Wyndham. This is definitely Wyndham. 100% this is Wyndham. 100%. No, it was Malachi. It's Malachi. Oh, God. Oh, I thought it was Wyndham. I knew it wouldn't be Wyndham. It's the Freak. It's the Freak from EMW. That would have been the best reveal ever. I like that match. I bet people were thinking it was Wyndham. I thought it was Wyndham. Cody has come down. Cody. I love Cody. Knee strikes coming in by Andrade El Idolo. Malachi's being beaten up by Cody. Bury him. Bury him. Bury them all, Cody. Bury them all. you get buried, and you get buried. Bury them all, Cody. Death Triangle have been helped by Cody Rhodes. That match was good, says Jordan. Yay! Cody is here. Moxley would win Squid Game, says Sonny. Armed Anderson would win it. Brony loves Cody. Yeah, when they're booking, do you reckon they're like, okay, after this match, what should we do? And they're like, how about a brawl? Oh my God, but didn't we do that in the last one? Yeah, but everyone loves a brawl. I think we did it in the first match. Come on. You know people love it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. Let's put brawl. Okay. Right, next match. This is the main event. What should we end it with? How about a brawl? But we literally just did... Yeah, but people love them. Oh, that is true. Oh, okay, let's put brawl. We'll put brawl. Brawl. There we go. 4 matches, 5 brawls. I don't know if that's true, by the way. Saturday is going to be off the charts, says Mike. I heard AEW might sign Brody King, Buddy Matthew, and put them with Black, says Michael. Brony said we should have got more from Eddie and Punk. 12 minutes, my friends, and it is main event time. Miss Clown One says rubber nipples. Rubber nipples. It's time for the contract signing. Omega and Hangman. Contract signing. Here we go. Here we go. How about Braun? Braun! Boom, 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 boom. What about him? Do we think he'll come in? The contract signing is going to end in a brawl. How should we end the contract signing? How about a brawl? We've literally just gone through this. There's a brawl there, a brawl there. Yeah, but people love them. Oh, that is true. All right, brawl. You get a brawl. Are you going to do a dual cast of UFC and Full Gear? No. Because I think they're on at different times. I've not been on the stream a lot, says Jordan. Well, welcome. Welcome. Wyndham. A contract signing. What on earth can possibly go wrong? Nothing. They're going to sign it. They'll sign it like this, and everyone will be like, oh, and they'll sign it, and they'll go, okay, see you Saturday. Handshake. And then believe. There we go then, guys. That was the contract signing. Thanks a lot for watching Dynamite. See you on Saturday for our big main event. And then it'll end. Black screen. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. Days go to your kitchen, make a peanut butter and pickle sandwich. It's really good. I don't want to. I have too much respect for myself. Nicole said AEW, more like EBW, Elite Brawl Wrestling. Prediction, the table does not survive. The contract signing, says Doppelganger. Serge said, too many brawls. If you have to let the show, breathe. Let it breathe. Right. Here we go, contract signing. There it's on the contract. There we go. Hangman Page. Kenny Omega. The challenger. Cowboy ship. Cowboy ship. Cowboy ship. Here Here's the cowboy. The Hangman. Is he ready? Poor penmanship. I believe in you, Hangman. I believe in you, Hangman. Another brawl. I don't know. Well, no brawl if Dark Order and Elite just left, says Heather. Kenny. Omega. The cleaner's here. They've got enough table there for Thanksgiving. I thought he was going to say it. Say what? Hangman's wife is a lucky woman. Banning wrestlers from a contract signing. They had to leave an arena they were never really at. Here's Kenny. Looking sharp, man. That's a good suit. Kenny. Kenny Omega making his way down. I wish he didn't look like a good... I wish he just looked like... I always felt in, like, New Japan, they look good. Do you know, like, seeing Kenny in a suit is really cool, but, like, I wish he'd sort the facial hair out and he looked really sharp. I mean, look at me, I don't give a flip, do I? What do I need to care for? But I wish he looked like, do you know what I mean, $1 million. This is the biggest prize in AEW. Well, that just upset Britt Baker, didn't it? Cowboy ship. Cowboy ship. Cowboy ship. Hangman. Making it official. Doing a little signy. Oh. You know. I don't know what there is left to say. Hangman says, after all this time, I don't know what there is left to say. Okay. Kenny. He was about to sign it. He didn't. He says, I wish I could share in the excitement and enthusiasm of these wonderful fans. We were friends. We were partners. We were family. Dang, I used to have hair like Hangman when I was younger, and now I'm sad, says Heather. If you fall off the horse, you get right back into the saddle. It was never you. It was always us that picked you up out of your sorrows. I saw a little bit of myself in you. What a disappointment. Good line. He says, if I remember, you had another tag team partner that you felt like you couldn't measure up to. That's shout out to you. That's Monica. Good job. I'm proud of you. I like this. This is so much better than a brawl. You weren't proud of me. You were afraid of me. Good. Good promo. Mention Kota. Golden Lovers. I want to shake your hand one last time. Right here, right now. Let's kill it at the pay-per-view. Hangman. So, Kenny wants to shake hands with Hangman. Hangman shakes hands with Kenny. Good job. I'm proud of you. Why has he left the belt? You've got your belt, mate. Take your belt. Oh, the cameraman. It was the cameraman. Yeah, God damn, he would have got away with it if it weren't for them pesky kids. Done with a camera. Does this look like someone that's ready? Kenny signing the contract with Hangman's blood. This is easily the best part of the show tonight for me. Good. Very good. I was wondering why the cameraman was getting so close. There we go. Signed in blood. Oh, darn you, silly Billy. Luke said, I love that. He needs some work on his blood signature. My 9-year-old could do better. Hangman is going to win, says to heel. Lone Star Friend said, let's go, Hangman. Is that signature in blood legit? Sure. Why not? That was good, said Brony. Night Michael. Don Rules, says Vape Ross Vape. Brendan gives it a 9. Brony gives it a 7. Edward said, I'm only going to ask this again. What is everyone's thoughts on the show tonight? Well, we're going to do that now. We're going to end this poll. We're going to start another poll. What did you rate AEW Dynamite? What did you rate the show? Did you give it an 8 to 10? Did you give it a 7 to 7.75? Did you give it a 6 to 6.75? What was your 5.75 below? We'll have a look, see what people have got. Those pesky fake cameramen. 7.5 says Dylan. 7 said Doppelganger. 7 says Serge. 1987 Big Fan says 6.5. John said 10 out of 10 because Undisputed Era reunited. Mike said, he's coming. He's coming. This Saturday, he's coming. 8 says, yos. 7.9 says Lone Star Friend. 7 says Brony. 6.5 says 1987. Big fan. 7.25 only because that last segment was okay. 6.1 1 Mud, Blood, and Beers out of 10. 5 says Nelson. Big Time Baxter says 7. Days, who's your favourite AEW wrestler? Serena Deeb. I'm not forgetting Kyle because he will be in AEW soon enough. Sonny says 7. Shaquem says 5. Brandon says 8. Legend Killer says 7.5. Tilius Fog says 7. David says 8.25. Austin says 7.5. J14 says 7.25. I wish I could see Hangman Omega. If not, I hope to live vicariously through this reaction stream. Should be a big show, dude. Usually random matches, lights out and a brawl. Good 7. Anyways, see ya. See ya, John. See ya. William said, this feels bad. Why does it feel bad? Oh, you're not doing what Don went wrong did, are you? Legend Killer says, isn't it Don? It doesn't matter. Moldy Spoon says 6.75. Brony says 7. Brony, shout out to you. We've had 113 votes. We are not going anywhere until we get to 1,000. We are not going anywhere till we get to 1,000 votes. I don't care if we're still here in 2022. We ain't going anywhere. So you better get voting. We're at 120 right now, so get your sleeping bags because I ain't think we're going anywhere for a while. Taboy says 7. Eddie says 7. Jim says 7. I would love to have a chat with you, Days. Oh, Jim, shout out to you, dude. I knew you would come round, Jim. I knew you would come round. Liv Angelina Stan says 6.8. John said, I hope that nothing bad happens in downtown Minneapolis either of the nights that AEW are at the Target Center. Same. Sonny said, Days, William has a big storm, possibly a tornado. He's going to enter the shelter. Good luck, William. Good luck to you. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you've stared at storms like this before and laughed in its face. Jay says that means 24-hour stream. Days, I've given the show. What do you give the show? I'm not focused on that right now, Edward. I'm focused on getting to 1,000 votes. And right now we're on 142. National Radar has a "you're effed" bar across my area. Is that what it says? So anyone living in this part here, you are absolutely effed. You can see we've even put that on screen for you. Before you go, can you have a look at my tweet about Beth Phoenix? No. I saw it, actually. I didn't hear it, but I saw it. It's her in the field singing. Looks weird. Minty Ice said, I'll be recording my reactions to Rampage and Full Gear. I'm going to see you all on Monday. Minty! Shout out to you, bud. Primo said, I give it a 6, only because there were some segments that were lackluster. Good call. Chadwick said 7.75 for a go-home show. It was good. Erasure Mind said 1,000 votes by 2023. It's happening within the next 15 minutes. There'll be a load of people that jump in. Now the show's finished. It'll absolutely fly up there. Look, just went up by 4. See what I mean? It's going up all the time. Look, it's gone up to 153 now. Constantly moving, constantly climbing. It'll get there in no time. Be absolutely fine. 155. Von Wagner versus Tony. Charles said, I'm out. I'll be back in 5 hours for the 1,000th vote, says Charles. Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, once you get to 1,000, that's when we're really starting to get, really down to what the audience thought. Days, what are your thoughts on my Gerard tweets? Let's see if he gets confirmed. Austin said we might be here till Monday if Days needs 1,000 votes. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? My self-help book said, always don't sell yourself short and always aim big. That's what I've done. And now I'm the villain. So, 159. We can do this. I give it a 6. Honestly, I was bored. I only enjoyed the Punk Kingston moment and the Undisputed Era reunion. I also enjoyed Pac and Dax. I thought was pretty good. But yeah, I mean, none of the matches really meant anything to me. How do we get to 1,000 with less than 300 people? Well, Justin, you're going to have to call your friends, aren't you? And you're going to have to call your family, yeah? And you're going to have to call your neighbours, right? I mean, like, I don't see why I should have to do this alone. So, Days, you're on notice now. When the stream is over, I am watching all of the Wrestling Escape Pods. Heather, you do not need to do that. I will tell you what was said about you. Tommy said, I went to AEW. I really enjoyed it. Do we have any AEW fans I can talk to about it? I said the biggest AEW fan we've got is Heather. She loves it. She seems to have fallen out of love with WWE. And if you've got any questions, you should ask her. That's what I said. And of course the chat is going to say, oh, Heather, did you hear that Days had to pop at you? Because they just want to stir up trouble. Because that's what they're all about. That's what they're about. And that's how they get their kicks. That's how they get their kicks. Like, oh, Heather, did you hear what he said? I'm telling you, love, you don't need to worry about it. That's what went down. Good night, everyone. See you later. The webcam thing looks interesting, says Justin. What website are you on, Justin? Edward said, Days, my dad was in the stream. Amazing. J14 said, maybe the bots will be kind enough to vote. Yes, web chat girls or whatever you're called. Can you drop votes in as well, please? I don't care how we get to 1,000, but we're getting to 1,000. Lies, says Rye. Days, what's your rating? I'm probably at about 6, in truth. Probably about 6, which is still higher than what I gave NXT or Raw. So I would say this is better than them two shows. But I do struggle when the matches just don't matter. You know, if you're just going to book matches to kill time, which is how it always comes across to me, then so be it. Like, I don't know why we got Pac versus Dax. I don't know. Especially considering it's FTR versus Lucha Bros. I mean, is it something to do with the fact he's in Death Triangle? Because if it is, I don't feel like Death Triangle are a very big deal. And I don't care. Is the other thing as well. So, I just don't care about that match. I thought there was a lot of matches tonight that were just... if you didn't see that show, it didn't matter. What would you honestly have missed from that show? If you didn't watch that show, you would have missed a good contract signing. I did like that. And the Undisputed Era thing. I would say the two big talking points. The Undisputed Era mention. Maybe Rocky Romero against Bryan Danielson. So Rocky against Bryan Danielson was a fun match. But again, as I said, I don't think the build was great. And Pac Dax. I mean... I just kind of think like you could have missed this week and you would have been fine. So it's because it's a go home, as we said, and I'm sure that next week's Dynamite, I'm sure will be awesome with the fallout of Full Gear. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow, says Adrian. See you tomorrow. Why do you think they didn't tease Wyatt? I don't know. I don't know what to expect now. I don't know what to expect. You should start charging people to sub. I don't want to do that. The Miro promo was great, says Austin. What is your YouTube channel called, says Justin. Whose YouTube channel? A lot of the time it feels like Tony Khan just throws it out. It was a go-home show, so there wasn't as much effort put in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not down on it. you know what I mean? I'm not sitting here ranting and raving, going, what was this? Where was the build? Why didn't we get any? Because you know why. Because it was a go-home show, and we've got everything sorted. And, you know, it's all ready for... But what they didn't do is just give us, like, a dark, did they? This wasn't dark. You still ended up getting Rocky Romero. You still ended up getting, like, Pac against Dax. It's not like they brought up a load of people you've never heard of and just did a load of jobber matches. So, there was something to it. Bakayuka said, see you days, have a good sleep, and you, mate. Heather said, and no Wyndham Rotunda. Heather, you are, as I keep saying, a massive AEW supporter. Do you think he'll be there? No, because he's not coming. Look at that. Me and Heather. Same page. Heather says, no Wyndham Rotunda. Because he isn't coming! Ah! Lol! Lol! Ah! That's what Heather's doing right now to all of you. You know, all of you that are sitting there hoping that Wyndham will be there. He's not going to be there. I've waited for the 90 days to expire. Please be at Full Gear. No. That's Heather right now. I mean, I don't know that she went that far, but, you know, I'm just painting between the lines. Sometimes it's fun to do that. Days, you want to go big? Y'all want to go big? I don't know if he's going to be there. I'm starting to think no. You lot are making me think no. Heather is making me think no. Austin is making me think no. It's making me think no, but I don't know. I think he might be. I always thought he was going to be. Who will join the House of Black? Don't know. Days, Jake Paul's girlfriend wants to mud wrestle Tommy Fury's girlfriend. Of course she does. Of course she does. Cause just imagine, that's how she earns her money. I know in my heart that Wyndham won't go there because he's doing a movie, says Sonny. Are you going to eat some food if Wyndham doesn't come out? What does that mean? What do you mean? Like bad food? What does that... What kind of question is that? If Wyndham doesn't come out, will you eat some food? You know, like burgers, hot dogs and stuff. John says, when will Bray show up then? I don't ask Heather. Ask her, I don't know. Days, have you got any of the new Chrome cards? I've been getting some auto. Auto is French for car. I've been getting some auto cards. Who have you got? Who have you got? I haven't, by the way, but who have you got? Heather says, I do love Wyndham, but the movie... Why are you shouting? I do love Wyndham too. But the movie stuff is the best thing for him right now. TBH! That's fair. David said he will not be there. Tony can't help himself but tease things and hype his shows when he's got a surprise. He's been quiet about Full Gear. Days, I'd laugh if we all want Bray, but instead we get Braun. Yeah. That's true. Do you think AEW will bring in the Briscoes, Bandido, John Grisham, and Brody King, who are Aleister Black's close friends? Maybe, if they're cheap. I don't know. Do they need more people? Do they need more people? I mean, I don't know. Briscoes, they might be interested in. Austin says, probably going to have to wait for next year. How do you feel about that, Austin? How do you feel about waiting for next year? Do you remember, you in particular was counting down the hours. How do you feel if it's going to be next year? Does it make you sad? Can you send me a video of you crying? How sad does it make you? On a scale of 1 to 100, how sad are you that he might be not around until next year? Please respond. Days, can you read me a bedtime story? Well, I might have to, mate, because we're still 814 votes away from the 1,000 that I demanded from this community. I mean, I don't ask for much. Mike Tyson helps Inner Circle beat Dan Lambert, American Top Team. They're going to cheat to win at Full Gear. Listen to Austin. The man knows what he's talking about. Austin says, to be honest, I like Braun. He's no Bray, but he is still a cool guy. There we go. Airflow says, I am someone who can wait for Wyndham. Shout out to you, Airflow. There are definitely people out there that can't. Days, have you let your dog out lately, or is the dog outside? The dog has been outside all day, and now she is upstairs sleeping. Austin says you won't get any video, but it makes me a little depressed. I do miss him wrestling, but if that's what he wants, then I'm okay with it. Oh, God, you're such a simp. If it's what he wants, then I'm all right with it. Screw that. Where are you, Wyndham? Get back to wrestling, you lazy so-and-so. If it's what he wants, I just want what's best for him. No. I want what's best for me. What's best for me is more Funhouse episodes. That's what's best for me. Where's the Funhouse episodes? Huh? Entertain me, entertainer. I heard you're a super creative entertainer. Stop being absent. That's my feeling on it. Rest with Andy said, I got Ciampa, Gargano golds, and a Bailey green. Woo, got a couple of golds. Did you walk down to the pub? Like, put them on the table. Like that and go, look at them guys. Okay. Golds. Talk of the town. They look nice, actually. All joking aside, they do look nice. So, and also joking aside, I am actually jealous. So, I think I can't remember if I've got Ciampa and Gargano, to be honest. So, I do need to get some of those. I do need to get some of those cards. What number are at? 191. It's what we want, not what he wants. That's right, Justin. Last time I checked, the fans were the ones that were meant to be entertained. Yeah, we're the ones that are meant to be put first. Yeah, not like I'm gonna have a break. Get making more fun houses now. If this was China, he'd be forced to churn them out. Yeah, there'd be 5 a day if this was China. So, get back in that studio. Make more fun houses now. That's my attitude to it. You just want me to cry? That is rude. Days, we need Brock Anderson. Jason said, what do you think Vince did with the Devil Vince puppet? I have no idea. I don't know what they'd do with it. I should imagine it just goes into storage. I would imagine. It also wouldn't surprise me if some of the creative department have been talking to it, thinking it is Vince. Which might explain why some of the shows have been as bad as they've been. I still need to find those wrestling slam attacks. I'm unsure if we have them around here. Vince probably burned it. You make me want to cry. Well, scrap 1,000. I'm moving the goalpost. Let's just get to 200. 8 more. I ain't going till we get 8 more. Yeah? 8 more. The fans should be the one controlling the shows and the wrestlers. That's right. Rather than sitting there going, oh, look at these wrestlers. Aren't they amazing? No. Entertain me. That's how it works. Yeah. Oh, I love this wrestler. They're so good as long as they're happy. No! As long as I'm happy! Haseeb said, are you excited for SmackDown? Oh, dude, I won't sleep. So excited. Rai said, Devil Vince is probably in the WWE museum. I think Vince let the Treks in his office eat it. They've all been chatting with me. I thought he said cheating with me. I was like, are you sleeping with the puppets? Erase your mind. Oh. The puppets book the shows now. Those puppets will never see the light of day. I hope that AEW eventually has an AEW Women's Tag Team titles so that the Bellas can be all elite. Lol, says Jim. There we go, guys. Jim Gore is a secret Bella fan. Jim Gore likes to wear some of those tight Bella shirts like this, and in the mirror is like, you can look, but you can't touch. You should see me from the stars above. Like that. I mean, I don't know that he does that, but if you was a Bella fan, what else would you do? Do you know what I mean? It's not loads you can do, is there, really? If it's what we want, then we want you to eat more. No, it doesn't work here, Austin. It doesn't work here. Shut up. Austin said, I do miss Bray. Wrestling has become a little boring without him. Clay said, 8 to 10. Bray comes back at Full Gear. Let me in. Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl this year. Jim should wear those Bella suits in his interview. Yes. Little Bella shirt like this. Only comes to here. And it says fearless. Yeah. Maybe goreless across there. And then, like, you know, the little shorts. The, like, real skin-tight, short ones. Yeah. That as well. You can look, but you can't touch. David says, cringe. Cringe. Well, I'm sorry, but until we get one more vote, this is the kind of BS you're going to have to put up with. One more vote to go. We're going to make it, guys. We're going to make it. Who's going to get that final vote? Don't make us wait for one vote. Come on. Record that dance, please. What's the name of your self-help book? The name of my self-help book is Stay Away from Austin. It's called Stay Away from Austin and Feel Better by Wrestling Days. Days, we should go and protest at Rindham's house for him to come back. That's true. Yeah. Lazy. 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 What do you mean you can't do wrestling in a film? John Moxley did it. Lazy. Lazy. I mean, I don't know. There might be other things going on. I don't know. J14 said, I wish there was a way to undo your votes so that Days could stay forever. It seems like someone vote, please. Anyone vote. Someone. Anyone. Here we go. It's done. 7 to 775 gets 36%. 8 to 10 gets 30. 6 to 675 gets 24. And no one really interested in 575 or below. So I would say the community was in the 7 to 775s. I was in, as I said, the 6 to 675s. Quite close between them, though. 36 definitely wins. 30% for 8 to 10. And 24% for 6 to 6.75. There we go then, guys. Don't call Wyndham lazy. Lazy Wyndham. Lazy Wyndham. Well, he will be if he doesn't show up at Full Gear. What do you mean you can't do a wrestling in a film? I'm juggling 3 channels here. Right. We're done. Awesome. Appreciate the support. And we are, I don't know when we're back, actually. Oh, we'll be back one day. We'll be back one day. Oh, I'm back tomorrow for the cricket. Yeah. Right. Awesome. Have a good evening, guys. Appreciate the support. And I will see you again next time. Toodly bye.